Are we live?
Yes, we are.
We're live. Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. My name is Priya Mohan, and I am the owner of sariKNOTsari here in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. And my favorite thing to do is find unbelievably exquisite, soft, pure silk saris made of georgette or crepe and sometimes chiffon and sometimes satin, and turn them into clothing that will allow your body to change and still fit you. And that was kind of my personal experience, that my body was changing, my clothes stopped fitting, and I felt very betrayed by my clothing. So I thought, if I ever create my own clothing line, it is going to be filled with clothing that bring me joy because of the patterns and because of the way you can play with them. But also I get to decide when I'm done with the clothes instead of them deciding when they're done with me. And what you see behind me is our store here in Hamilton, Ontario, but of course we also sell online. Thank you all so much for joining in today. Mira, has anybody joined us? I'm hoping somebody's joined us.
So many people have joined us. Deborah says, happy Friday, everyone. Boy, the weeks are flying by. And I said, I know, how is it already June? We have Corey saying, hi, ladies. Jane has joined us. So has Jordy and Sabina. Jordy says, hooray, happy Friday, day of the pants. Jane says, hi, everyone. Happy warm Friday. Sabina says, happy Friday, everyone. Christine Aiklin has joined us.
Hello, everybody.
And Andrea. We got the whole gang.
We got the whole gang. Thank you for joining us on this beautiful day. So I hope wherever you are, you had a lovely, breezy, warm spring day. You may be wondering why I'm unbuttoning my pants. It is because the pants I am wearing are a new product that we've kind of carried before, but not in this fabric. They're called the Tashi skirt pants. And I thought they really fit in with today's theme of Savannah, colors that are slightly muted, slightly more neutral. And the Tashi pants are really cool because I have them buttoned as a skirt, but you can unbutton them and then button them like around the leg together. And Mira did do one for me so I could show you so that it looks more like that. So you can create either pants or a skirt out of your pants. And I've even seen some people who have worn like a skirt or something or pants layered underneath, and then they pull up on this ruching here so that you can see the pants under it, which is kind of cool when you walk. Very artsy.
And it has built-in shorts, but we do have customers who have removed the short on the inside, and it's still not too sheer. And what's really nice about these ones is that they have been updated a little bit since the Tashis we usually carry. So the buttons are still, I believe, that coconut button, but it is much stronger and a bit more fortified, which is really nice. And then also all of the strings that are used for the ruching and tying on the pant is actually connected. So
it's like a loop.
It's like a giant loop. And so what I do is I just gather the loop to make a bow. And then I just make a bow as usual. But it's really nice because then you don't lose the string in the pants.
Yes.
It doesn't become uneven. And it's actually a lot more secure too. So even if you step on it on a loop by accident, it's not going to pull itself
It's not going to go anywhere. Yeah. And there's lots of different ways you can tie it. I was just untied what Mira did. I'm going to try again. So I can show you. So this is what it ends up looking like. And you can ruche it completely up. And the way that, so this is something Kim and I have had long discussions on. Speaking of long, I'm wearing a very long necklace right now.
Really?
Very long. And it is made out of the suede and leather fringe. But I just
and to go with theme, it kind of has a snake print.
That's what I was thinking, right? I was thinking it kind of looks like something you would see in the Savannah.
And do you want to let me know, sorry to interrupt, what fringe that is, and I can tag it for you?
I did tag it already.
She's coming for my job.
So I just wanted to show you these pants because I know that we haven't showed them to you yet. And what Kim and I have often talked about with these pants is that they're very A-line, and there's this huge pocket right here, but the pocket falls below your waist, and it actually lands more like even below your hip, and it lands more at your thigh. So it doesn't really add extra bulk here. Whoops, I'm off center. It doesn't add extra bulk here. It adds extra bulk down here and then continues to get wider. So if you have bigger thighs, it's going to look like it's the skirt, not you.
Yeah. Yeah. Sabina said the pants look to have lots of fabric and volume.
They are quite voluminous.
They are a voluminous pant. I find I never wear mine unruched. Also, if you're not familiar, I am the Tashi pant queen. I have 14 of the original color.
Do you really?
Well, basically. I have almost all of them. I have green, green, brown, black, black, pink.
And you have the jersey as well as
and
the
I have
wall.
the OG. I have 3 of those.
Wow.
And then I have a striped, and I will be getting more striped. So let me tell you, I understand the Tashi. When it is fully undone, it is a lot of fabric. It works really great as a skirt, though, which is really nice, and it does go down to your ankle. And so what is nice with the ruching is that it really eliminates any tripping hazard with the big pant. And when you're styling it with the silks, it does create the same look as when you're pairing it with our tiered skirts, that it kind of gives like a petticoat look.
Yeah.
And I will say,
I'm going to ruche one side.
Is right, because the ruching falls at the hip.
Yeah.
But the point,
no, not at the hip, at the thigh.
At the thigh, but it creates volume more, like your eye looks at the hip because it goes like this.
Yes.
And so
what she did, you guys couldn't see that as she did that.
I did that. And then so like attention goes to the hip, but it is really cool that it looks like, and Mom, please help me with the right word. What's the fancy Indian pant?
A lenga.
Thank you.
But I thought that was a skirt. No, that's the skirt. It's
you know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
The balloony ones.
Oh, Dadima would be so sad that I can't remember the word.
Okay, because we're like,
I think it's a salvar.
Maybe. I think
but it's
so. Like those pants where it is meant to be worn with a flowy top on.
Yeah, and I did actually first try it on with a flowy top, and then it was the wrong color, so I quickly took it off right before we started, and grabbed this one.
Behind you,
yes,
pull from the rack a blue.
I'm walking. A blue
poncho. Sorry, I realized I didn't say the second word, and that was critical.
What should I pull?
I was thinking a blue poncho for the color. Or if you could do like a nice brown, because I want to show a flowy top with it. Because I would find that like a caftan is gonna be too much, because it's gonna fall at the knee and you're not gonna get much of a shape other than rounded. But
no,
it's tricky. You maybe go to the end of the rack is where I put the creams, the browns, and the black and white.
Here, maybe this blue one. Oh, this blue one.
Yes.
We got there. We got there. So this is one of the new releases before I take it off. It is a side slit top, just in a very simple black. The reason that it looks like charcoal is that it's a very soft silk, so it reflects like kind of like velvet would. And the tiny dots they're just a neutral. I'm going to say it's a sand color. So a really great basic.
Sabina says, I was fringing today with my white pink fringe necklace.
Oh, nice.
And Jordy says, I have a sizing question. The new bubble skirts, would you get the same size as the Landons, the Casbahs, or something else? Also, could you layer 2 bubble skirts to make them a maxi length? I would say,
wow, such great questions.
Layering, I do not think you can do because of the waist and the way that it falls. Because I was playing around with it on the mannequin today. It becomes a bit tricky to layer because it won't, like, when it's at its shortest, the maxi length would be like only a couple inches.
Yeah, like what I was thinking, I think what you're trying to say, if I'm not mistaken, is that no matter how you pair it, it's not going to be maxi length.
Yeah. It would just be adding bulk, like in fabric and volume rather than length.
It would end up, so if you untied everything on those skirts, it would land about there. And then on the second layer, if you were to put it on and you pulled it all the way up, it would land about there. So you're not going to get that really cute look that I think you're going for. It's going to look like a bubble skirt over top of a straight skirt.
Yes. And when you tie it, you can only tie it so short.
Yes. Because there's a limit.
Yes.
And then in terms of sizing, I would say no, they are not the same as the Landon pant. And the reason I would say that is the Landon pant has, I should show you what we're talking about. Do you know where they are? Can I reach them?
Yeah, they're on the demi-lune.
Yeah, I see them.
And then while you are grabbing that, Lisa LaBelle says, do the Tashi pants only come in one size? They
Yes.
do, but they are a very, very wide size range.
They're very stretchy. So I'm going to get to that in 1 second.
Okay.
But I just want to do this because I'll forget.
Yes.
Okay. So this is what the top of the skirt looks like. And this one I hope is an extra large. I feel like I could not go any smaller than an extra large and fit it comfortably. And that's why I would say it is not,
large.
Pardon?
I think we only carry extra large.
No, we will be carrying only extra. We're going to be carrying extra large and medium in the other colors. But right now we have a full size range in these. So the extra large fits me comfortably. I don't feel like I could go any smaller at all, which is why I would say that they do not fit the same as the Landon pants. Because in the Landon pants, I can wear a medium and it's a bit tight. I can wear a large and it fits comfortably. I can wear an extra large and it'll start to fall off. Whereas this one, I have to wear the extra large. So I would say if you're normally a large in the Landon pant, you would wear the extra large in this. I hope that answers your question. I don't think you'd be able to layer it unless you left everything fully tied, right? Then you would get that look.
Well, the issue becomes also the stomach will be really tight.
Yeah, it'll feel like you're wearing Spanx.
Yeah, because it'll be a double Spanx.
Yeah.
Jordy says, got it, thanks. I'll wait for the tiered skirts. I love how you can wear those ones layered. I can't wait to steal the look for myself.
So we're still waiting to get those. We keep asking and they don't have them. So here you can see I've got on a poncho. Is this one of the new releases? Yes. I don't think, is it?
No. Oh, sorry. I meant it was from the collection.
It's from the collection, but I don't think it's a new release. This one is available right now. So these pants have gray and sand, a stripe of blue, and black. So,
and the blue, it's hard to tell, but it actually is quite a bright blue. Like it blends in really nicely.
It's like a cobalt.
But it's a really good pop of color.
Like almost a denim.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you throw a necklace on with this and you can see how it gives you that kind of loose artsy look. There.
Yeah.
Right?
So fun.
So I know at first glance, it looks like, wow, that is a lot of fabric. I feel like there's so many cool things you can do with it if you just kind of work with the dimensions of it and the fact that it has volume down here. And then again, that look that I saw where it was unbuttoned at the front with something different underneath, that looked way too cool. So yeah, that's those pants. And I'm just going to show you some of the pieces that Shefali pulled for our Savannah look. It was actually really cool that she pulled them because she tried to get things that were not just the color of the Savannah, but had that kind of textury feel of like sand or of cracked earth. But then she also had things that looked like, for example, a giraffe. So I added that to the description. And I'm sure if Shefali's watching this, she'll be like, that's how the giraffe got in there. That was me. So here, I want to show you before I take this off. This one is the poncho. It is extremely soft. The colors that are in it. So this is different shades of indigo blue through here. This is a green, actually. I want to say it is a muddy looking pale. Here, help me out here. Help me out. Muddy looking pale teal. It's a teal.
That's
with yellow in it.
It is a cream, like a gray. I'd say the issue is that
it's multitonal.
It's multitonal because of the based blue dye, and so there is like a bit of like, because there's so much blue, it's very hard to pin it down.
It's definitely not a gray.
It has like you know what? Bring it closer. Bring it. It's like a pale
green.
Mint. A muted mint.
A muted mint. Yes, that's what I would say too. So that's what colors are in this. And then the rest of it is kind of striated. I'm going to go with striated, but I could be wrong. Striated. And it is blues with blacks. And again, very soft. A really nice neutral. But if you are looking for something a little bit more dramatic, there's this one. Same fabric.
See, I like this because like also it has that flowiness without feeling like too much.
Yeah, right? And then what you get is the vest kind of goes out on the sides because the skirt pulls it out. So I feel like I know these pants are kind of confusing and you kind of think there's no way these are going to fit, which gets us back to the question from earlier, which is, yes, they are one size. As we know, I'm about a 43 inch around the waist. And once I untie these,
I'm waiting for you. You wrote it out so that it was so helpful, and this is going to be so embarrassing because I'm going to stumble. Striated.
Thank you. Who was that?
Striated.
Thank you.
Like Barbara Streisand.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
So Jordy.
Hi, Jordy. Thank you. So there is easily 4 inches unstretched when I wear this.
Go like stretch it out to the side.
Like that. I end here. So that much extra. So yeah, they are very, very generous through here. They're not binding at all. And you don't have to worry about them being loose on you because you can pull here.
Yes. And we had some customers where the shorts were tight on the inside, but they have actually made the shorts that are on the inside bigger. So that is no longer an issue.
Yes. So, and some ladies have actually just cut through them. Some people have cut them off. I don't find I mind them. The reason that they're there is that if you ever decide to button them as pants and they come unbuttoned, you're not showing everybody your privates. So there you go. Here is this piece here, which may or may not be part of the new collection. This one, I don't know. Do you know?
I can pull it up. And so, mother.
Yes.
As a mom who lived in Burlington and would, in the closest Savannah experience, was taking her $3 to African Lion Safari.
That is. I was thinking about your Savannah experience. You've actually been to the
I know,
Savannah.
I've actually had a Savannah experience.
She does.
Crazy, but
she has legit Savannah experience.
What is your favorite Savannah animal? And then, additionally, what's your favorite Savannah animal print?
Ooh. Okay. I would say my favorite Savannah animal print. Probably cheetah. I like those like prints, the spotted prints. I like the spotted prints.
So the answer was zebra.
No, I like zebra too. I do. Zebra's lovely, but it's very black and white and it's not as nuanced.
Yeah.
So here's another piece that would look great with these pants.
Oh, I love that look. The piece reminds me of Morocco.
It does, right? With these patterns. This is definitely a new piece. I recognize it.
Yeah, and it's so soft.
Would you say that that's blue or black?
So I put it in the blue section because it is a blue toned black. Like it's not even a navy.
No, it's not a navy.
It is just a black, kind of like a blue wash to it.
Yeah, but here it is next to my black top.
And it looks blue.
And it looks blue. Maybe it's a charcoal.
Kay is wondering, can you unbutton a couple buttons for a slit?
On here? Yeah, for sure.
Yes, and so like this is also where it's nice to have the shorts because you could even, I was going to say you could do one more button. And
you could even do one more button.
Yeah, the
honestly.
shorts go so low.
Because there's the shorts right there.
Very sweet.
It's a fun little look.
I really like it with that duster. It's it's very casual. It's giving grease.
It is. It is. It's giving very, very comfortable, casual, stylish, effortless style.
Yeah, that's why I really like them. It's a very stylish piece, and it's like my silks. I can just throw it on and feel really good about it.
And they wash really well too, right? Do you ever put yours in the dryer or do you hang dry them?
I always hang dry mine.
Yeah, and they just get softer and softer, right?
Yeah, just also because of the buttons. Like I find rattling around, you might lose a button in the wash, but like in the dryer.
In the dryer, yeah.
Savannah says, love the shorts under the skirt. And Jordy said, did you say someone wore a different colored skirt layer underneath?
Yeah, I saw it. It was a while back, but it was like a picture taken on the streets of Toronto of somebody who had incredible style. And she had the skirt. She unbuttoned the front and the back, and then she was wearing something totally different underneath. And then every time she took a step, you saw whatever it was down there. I don't remember if it was denim or something. All I remember thinking was, I never thought of that skirt as an overlayer over something, like to make it dramatic. So like imagine if you were wearing this, but you had like red wide leg pants on underneath. which we do have here. But like that's sort of an idea that it really opens the door to a whole level of creativity.
Throw on the cream palazzo.
That I could do. Actually, I wanted to try it with this bag.
It works really nicely.
Right? It just gives that whole...
Try it with the yellow palazzo.
Because of the yellow strap? Yeah. Okay, actually, we'll do that. I think the yellow...
Kay said, I love it. Looks like soft cotton.
It is.
Jordy says, oh, I love that idea, especially a pop of color like pink under the stripes.
Yeah. I think it'll be really fun.
So they'll have to go over the shorts. That'll be the hardest part.
It'll have to go over the shorts. Right. Okay. We're going to learn about this together, ladies. And I'm already wearing other shorts as well.
And you get to experience what it's like to wear boxers.
Yes. Yeah, that's what it would feel like. Okay, so now I'm wearing the shorts underneath and then the pants.
And the shorts underneath and then the pants. So, and then the pants.
There we go. And then, like, there's got to be...
You could tuck that in the waist.
What if you just did it sideways?
You can't because of the shorts.
Right.
So if you take the front corner, maybe tuck it into the waistband. You could do a little peekaboo. Kay says, or a lace slip underneath.
Yeah.
And Jordy says, oh, that would be stunning.
Like, I feel like there's definitely something there.
Mm-hmm.
So, ladies, I have been thinking about this all week. So, Christine, I am going to be outing you a little bit. As many of you know, Christine is one of our models, and she makes jewelry. You've probably met her through the Swap and Sell, and we're going to be carrying her brands very soon. You're going to start to see her pieces in store. And I was telling her about how I see her as an artist. Because of the way she imagines these pieces that she's going to create, and then she turns that creation into a reality. And she was saying how she saw herself as more of a crafter, and every time I referred to her as an artist, it felt kind of odd. And I'm like, but you are an artist. And then we were referring back to that conversation that we had about the Pepin codes, like what makes it art. And to me, what makes it art is that you get the vision and the imagination of the creator in the piece, which makes a lot of things art. But, you know, she said this one thing to me. And again, Christine, I hope that I'm not outing you, but she was saying that, you know, for a while in her life, people thought she was too much. And boy, did that resonate with me. And I've been thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about my high school years and thinking, was that what that feeling was? That everybody thought I was too much. And that's why I kind of felt alone and isolated, because other people didn't have the tools to perceive me in my entirety. Mm-hmm. And that's why I'm bringing it up, because first of all, nobody's too much. We need to say that first. But secondly, like, having the creativity and the desire to show up in something layered like this, just because it's so freaking cool, is that too much? Or is that artistic? Is this somebody expressing their artistic side? Right? Like, okay, because now we've got this on. What if I put on one of that waterfall top that has the yellow in it?
Well, before you do that, we have some little comments that I want to touch on. So Margaret Webb says, can you put a Ziska bead on the button flaps and then put the sides down so that you have the tails in front? Not sure if that would work.
Put a Ziska bead on
and then drop it. So I think that you have like the tails in the front.
Yeah, I could do that.
And then Christine Aiklin sent 3 lovely hearts. And
Christine, it's such a pleasure talking to you. I find that whenever I talk to any of you ladies, my brain gets bigger from getting to share your perspective. And I find that when I'm in the conversation, I'm just, you know, reacting to the conversation, but they always stick with me. And honestly, what you said resonated with me so much, because it defined a feeling that I've had so much of my life. And I didn't know what it was. And I know it's my perception of how other people perceive me, but there was definitely something there.
Yeah, that's actually, so I've talked about this a lot, and I always like pose it a certain way when I'm talking to friends about my elementary school experiences.
Doesn't fit. Okay.
Oh, it doesn't fit.
No. But we can tie a knot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where I would always explain that, and I'm not really close with this friend anymore, but they did put it in a good way that like I may struggle with connecting with people in that way, or I feel like I'm more alone because I'm a very genuine person. And like, since I was really young, I always joke that I was the one kid who listened to the Disney Channel story and Disney Channel like message that be who you are. The best version of yourself is who you are. And if people don't like you, then you're not meant to be with them. So I would always be like, this is all of me. And if you hate me, that sucks.
But I love what you said there about being genuine can be perceived as being too much.
Well, yeah, because I would be like, well, why would I hide how excited I am about this? Or why would I hide like how goofy I want to be about this topic? And then because I would be like, this is just me being so charming and charismatic and fun. I don't understand why no one would love this.
And not everybody likes strawberry ice cream.
Not everyone likes strawberry ice cream. And so I would always be like, and like there have been many times in my life where I'm like, whoa, like I think I'm too much for people. Like I don't think I'll have this in my life because I'm too much. But it's more so like as I've gotten older, it's that I put all of me forward. Mm-hmm. And when you do that, the response is that sometimes you're going to have people who don't like that don't feel comfortable in putting their full self forward.
I wonder if that's what it is. Like they feel so bound by society to behave a certain way and you're breaking the rules. And I say this all the time. When you show somebody that the rules don't exist, they either have a choice to say, oh my gosh, the rules don't exist. There is no limit. Doesn't Amira saying she loves this? Or they can say, it's very scary to me that all the truths I built my life around are not true. So I am going to invalidate you to make myself feel better.
So
what do we think? Is it too much? It might be too. Is it too much?
I think it could be too much, but I also love it. Yeah. Yes, and two things can be true. Margaret says maybe undo the ruching on the side to try with a Ziska bead. Where was that?
Maybe that's true.
Jordy says, I love her jewelry. I definitely want to wear her art. It's spectacular.
It's spectacular.
Kay says, artist, crafter, such an age-old debate. Jane says, artistry. I love her jewelry and looking forward to seeing it in store.
You won't believe it, ladies. We've been seeing it. We're actually going to be releasing it. It's my fault that it hasn't been released yet. I have not had a chance. But Shafali's taken pictures and I have to create the listing. So we should see some online by next week.
And I'm taking some pictures tomorrow too. So they should be coming out very soon. And then Kay says, Mira, so proud of you for being an enthusiastic, genuine.
Aww.
First she said guinea, which I also enjoy. So either is good. But actually it led me to, we've moved perfectly segued into a story that I have saved.
Oh, is this the park story?
Yes.
I don't know how I feel about this, but I have to tell you, putting it together has been a lot of fun.
Well,
and there is joy in that.
This may not be your style, but this is someone's style.
This is someone's style. And this is really somebody's blueberry ice cream.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, has Shafali told you anything about when we went to the park?
No, what happened at the park?
Okay, so yesterday I spent a marvelous day. Literally such an amazing day at Gage Park.
That's nice. You should tell them what Gage Park is.
Hamilton.
But there are lots of people who don't know Hamilton.
So Gage Park is one of the biggest parks in Hamilton, I'd say.
Yeah, I think so.
And it is just...
And maybe one of the oldest.
One of the oldest. There's really old trees. There's a kid's splash pad. There's just so much at the park. And so I have moved and I'm closer to the park and it's a nice little walk. So I walked over and I brought my sketchbook and a blanket and I was just listening to music and sketching all day. And it was really beautiful. And it was really funny because I saw multiple kids chasing after the squirrels in the park. And behind each kid was a parent trying to offer them fruit. So there was Max, and Max was running after the squirrels, and his dad's like, Max, do you want blueberries? And then Diogo was chasing after the squirrels, and she goes, Diogo, stop, have some banana. And I'm like, you know what? Consistency is key. And every single little tiny kid that was there said, I will be chasing the squirrels. And so all of the squirrels were in the trees. And Yes, Christine Aiken said, and a Victorian fountain.
Oh, and a beautiful greenhouse.
So I was having a very lovely day at the park. It was so nice. And then Shefali came after work and we sat together and it was just such a beautiful time. And I was like, wow, what an amazing day. I'm going to go home. I'm going to have a shower. This was so nice.
She's holding her fingers up like
fingers up.
Fingers are up.
Dun, dun, dun. And Corey says a museum too. I should check out the museum.
I haven't seen the museum.
And so just to, okay, I'll finish my story and then I'll get back to the comments. So we're walking, Shefali and I. We packed up our stuff. I'm walking with my bag. She's walking. Oh my God, I saw this piece. It's so incredible.
It's so incredible.
And we're walking and I'm telling her about how I need to, I'm just joking about how I need to be more clear to my friends about the food portions at the places that I go to, because multiple times I've showed my friends different restaurants and like I took them to like a Hakka food place and they ordered a bunch of food, but each dish feeds a family of 5.
Oh no.
So they were like, and like this just kept happening. So we were joking about that. And this random young woman is following us. And we're talking and laughing up a storm and hee and ha. And then she comes in front of us and she stops us. And she goes, and she's like picking at a pine cone. We're like, okay.
We're like, okay.
Maybe a little socially anxious. So we're extra nice because we're like, maybe she needs help with something. And we're both very kind people. She stops us and asks what we're talking about. And we tell her. And she immediately goes on to basically call us ugly and fat.
What? Huh? Wait.
Yeah.
I'm very confused.
Yeah. No, yeah. Shefali and I were baffled for an hour.
Okay.
And like laughing.
So you're minding your own business.
We're minding our own business, having a conversation, walking to a car. A woman's behind us. I thought that we were going to get pickpocketed or asked to go to Bible study because either could happen. And so she stops us and then she goes to Shefali, who, and pardon my language, is nothing but ass, tits, and great muscle. Like, you know, like literally like craziest person to target.
That's hilarious.
Craziest person to target. And she goes, oh, you have neck rings. Do you have diabetes? Oh, did you gain weight because you thought it would make you look good?
Oh my God.
Oh, I see your stretch
How
marks.
old was this lady?
She was like literally younger than us. Like she was around my age. She was like 22.
Was she in her right mind?
That was why I mentioned the pine cone, because I don't know. It was like a
pine cone was your first clue.
A self-soothing pine cone. And so when she said that to her, I said, I'm taken aback, mouth open. And I'm like, maybe she's really trying, because she would like bring it back to her. She's like, I have stretch marks too. I can show you. And so I was like, maybe she's just like not great at connecting with people. And so I'm like, I'll continue to give the benefit of the doubt.
I have to name these colors, but I need to hear more about your story soon. Okay, this is a teal. What's over? This is a teal. This is a sky blue. These are different shades of darker sky blue. This is like a fabric applique that is way too cool. It's like a wrinkly fabric. I don't even know what it is. It is definitely appliqued on.
There's another one on the sleeve.
Yeah, there's some here too. Look at that embroidery through there. Like,
and is it heavy? Like the embroidery?
No, I wouldn't say it's heavy. I wouldn't say so. On the back, I'm not even going to say it's itchy. You can feel, this is one of those ones where you can feel the thread, but it's not itchy. And the silk is so unbelievably soft. Okay, keep going. So we don't know what's wrong with Pinecone Lady.
We don't know what's wrong with Pinecone. Pinecone girl, she's like 20. Okay. And she also asks our ethnicities and then immediately trashes our ethnicities. And really? I said, you are also a brown woman, girl.
No, really?
Yeah. I said, it be your own. You're also a brown woman. I'm really confused. So then after she disses Shefali, I'm like, you know what? I think maybe she's just really bad at social connection. Clearly she stopped us to have a conversation. Maybe she wants to make friends. Okay. So I'm like,
you're very, very benevolent. I think that's what the ladies are saying too.
Yeah, that's probably the
verging
issue.
On 90.
My mom did have to sit me down when I was in elementary school and said, Mira, you need to stop giving your elementary bully, chances to be friends. And I said, maybe she just needs a friend.
Maybe she just needs
and
a
my
friend.
mom's like, and that doesn't need to be you.
No.
So I was like, oh my God, Corey, I'm seeing your comments and I really want to react, but I need to, okay. So then I'm like, oh yeah, so we were just talking about Hakka food portions, ha ha ha. And she goes, oh, do you like Hakka food? I like Hakka food. I can tell you like Hakka food. It likes to sit in your face. And I go, and she pointed to this.
To
and
you?
To me. And I said in my mind, I said, Diva, it's genetic. There's
So what
nothing
you
there.
missed is that Mira pointed to her chin.
Her chin.
One of her 15 chins.
One of my many chins, as you guys always know, I'm just all chin.
All chin and
So
a
it
little
makes
bit of
so much
glasses.
sense to say.
Chin and glasses.
Chin and
that's
glasses.
it.
And so and at that point, I literally go,
You say that?
and Shefali starts cackling because she's like, there's no way. And then obviously we go into dissing her because we're like, now this is getting serious.
So
This
do you
is
actually say
crazy.
something to her?
I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. You need to look in a mirror, maybe.
No, you
And
did
then-
not.
Well, she was also like, she was like, it just seemed so crazy. Like she just came to pick a fight.
I kind of love
And
this.
No, it's so.
Whee!
She's spinning.
I'm spinning.
And it goes so perfectly with that necklace. Wow, and she's posing. This crazy.
Okay, love this.
So we
Okay,
were
so
laughing.
you diss her.
We diss her back,
Right.
and we walk away because once Shefali starts laughing and we start getting serious, she was out. She walks away immediately. Can't handle it, and so we're like, "What?" And so we're like, for an hour laughing because we're like, I told her, I was like, I haven't had that happen to me. This is the connecting point. I haven't had that happen to me since elementary school. And what it is giving is I'm having a shitty time right now. Look at these two young girls who are friends, who are hanging out together, who are laughing, who are wearing whatever they want to wear and they're comfortable in it. They're confident. Let me take that down.
Let me take him down a notch.
And so it's just so crazy because the whole time, like, we weren't fazed by the comments, and I'm definitely really happy I was with Shefali. Otherwise, I feel like I could have been fazed by the comments.
Gray and black.
You're like, yes, and
Gray and black and ochre. Okay, keep going.
I say it's more of a
Mustard. I love this, by the way.
I know it looks really good. with the
It
pants.
feels so good,
So are
especially
the
with the
pants-
wide pants.
The pants are not, because we usually have multiple colors. This isn't the oatmeal; it is the cream.
It is the cream in the Creative Designs cotton wide leg palazzo pants.
So it is more white leaning than a beige.
Yes,
I want to
definitely,
clarify.
definitely like a tapioca.
Yes.
And they are one size, and they fit me really comfortably. And I think like they fit Alex really comfortably.
Mhm.
I would say you could probably wear them up to a size 14.
Yeah,
on the bottom.
I'd say.
Okay.
And so, because she called us fat, we then went to a fried chicken establishment.
No, you did not.
And we got fries, butter tart, chicken sandwiches, a delicious lychee jasmine iced tea.
Ooh, from where?
And it's called Golden Tenders, and it was 3 staff members, 2 young girls and a man, and they were all really, really kind. And then as we were like, they were just super, super sweet, and we were like, love you. Then we took it back to the park because we were like, let's find our friend. See if she's hungry. We see her on the way back. We go,
no, come on.
we yell at her. We yell at her from the car because we want to feel vindicated because she did something bad and she had no consequences.
Okay, so what did you yell at her?
We said, basically, you suck.
Oh my gosh.
Not my greatest moment, but
So-
also,
Here is what I would like to say to that. And then we have to read the comments.
yes.
You guys were so concerned about her and that she may have had some emotional issues and you don't know her background and what she was bringing to this conversation. Except I know for a fact that Shefali has some trauma and triggers around her weight because of her childhood and how she was treated.
Mhm.
So
And I do
guys
as
were
well
so-
because, just because,
'Cause you're a girl?
I'm a girl, grew up during the early 2000s.
right.
I'm in a brown culture. A lot of people are like,
Yeah, but no one in your family. Oh, I'm so sorry.
it happens.
It wasn't me.
It was extended family, but it's just
Yeah.
like the usual thing of, I care about you and I've noticed this change. And look, this is how I've noticed this change because I notice you. And I'm like, I appreciate you notice me, but not in that way, please. It happens.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. Ooh, I do also want to mention I'm in love with the border of this piece because
it has people.
It has jungle and people,
dancers,
and villages and hunters. Like, it's really cool. It's just so cool, and it's the entire outline of the silk piece.
So this is what I'm thinking is you guys had a lot of grace for her, but she didn't seem to have any concern or grace for what you guys were going through. So at what point does it stop being your responsibility to be kind to her?
Well, yeah, that was honestly, though, we only yelled to be like, can't just do that and get away with it. But more so, we were like, we felt bad because we were like, what is going on in your life that you have to see two people who are having a really good time and stop what they're doing with intent, intentionally stop what they're doing just to bring them down and then walk away.
It was just crazy.
It was just it didn't really faze us. We were like, I know that's not true. We're laughing about it. And now I have a story.
Yeah.
But for her, it's it was really crazy. So
I have to interrupt one more time. So on Carly, I always follow Carly's stories and Michelle's. And Carly had one that said something along the lines of, look, I know shit's going to go down today, but at least make it be funny.
No, literally. And so thank you for letting me tell my story. And I'm going to go through some of the comments.
I'm eager to hear.
Y'all have been typing. So Margaret Webb said, a lot of people don't like the title artist, but you can call yourself a maker. And yes, her jewelry creations are great. Christine Turlo joined us and said, I'm late. I hope everyone had a wonderful week. You tuned in at a perfect time. I was talking about my wonderful week. Marilyn Ritzy says, happy Friday. Sorry I'm late to the show. Mom, scoot over a little bit.
I cannot believe how happy I am with neutrals. I am.
Who are you?
Who am I? Who have I become?
And let the record show that I said zebra.
You did say zebra.
And what have we seen? That
we
love
zebra.
Black and white.
The black and white and cream.
And what color?
You know what? It's a Chanel holdover.
It is.
Unfortunately.
It really do be.
It's the cream on the pants. The cream on the pants is so Chanel.
So classy.
It's crisp.
Well, Shafali put together an outfit today that was so beautiful. I'll have to show you.
Okay. So tell me some comments.
And then on Instagram, Corey says a museum too is in the park, a children's museum. Kay says Hamilton is a beautiful city. Kay also says she was probably mentally compromised.
Yes.
That was a very classy way of saying that, and I kudos to you.
Kay said it that way?
Kay said it that way. I said she was picking a pine cone. So there's many ways that you can say it.
I don't want to jump to any conclusions, but she was picking out a pine cone.
Jordy says, oh, that's a perfect necklace pairing. Corey said, my friend had a similar experience at the library yesterday, except she got called a terrible name. Young lady who seemed like she needed something. Sounds like the same person.
Oh my gosh.
She's just making the rounds.
She must be really suffering.
Well, literally, that's why I was I'm genuinely, I can't even process that you're attacking me because I just feel bad for you.
All I have for you is compassion, lady.
Literally afterwards, Shafali and I stopped and I was like, I fully thought that we were just going to be asked to join Bible study. And she's like, same. I was getting ready to say no to Bible study. Because that has happened to us multiple times when we're together. We seem so approachable and we seem so sweet. And we will be like, oh, sorry, I don't practice religion. Or I'm just visiting. But that was really kind of you to say.
I am more confident than ever that I am going to be getting the winter Casbah pants in cream. Because I cannot tell you how much I love this. And I don't even have white pants. I would never go for white pants.
I have to say that the palazzo pants fall so nicely. That was just off the hanger and it's kind of beautifully pleated.
It really is.
Beautifully pleated.
So things I need to say. This is definitely a new release. I don't think this is a new release. I think this one is already available.
But the back is completely different is what I wanted to point out.
Oh, yeah. Totally different. Just a small print. This one here is definitely part of the new release that drops on Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. These two, I believe, are currently available. I don't think these are new. So you could get these today. Who's commenting?
I just checked my phone and Rachel said, popped on the live for 0.2 seconds and my girl's spilling the tea, period. Pardon my language. Fuck that bitch.
Aw.
Thanks, Rachel.
She's such a supportive person. When we were having trouble with the landlord's mother, who I like to refer to as Karen, Rachel was like, go get her.
Yeah, she's so support. And also, anytime I buy something at the store, I'll come home and I'll be like, Rachel, I got something. She's like, I know you bought these palazzo pants in this color. And I said,
she keeps track?
Yeah, she does. And so Corey said, sounds like the same person. Tried to pick a fight with my friend too. Jordy said, fabulous. Lisa said, Mira, you're killing me with this story. Jordy said, would the cream or white Bryn Walker go with the black and white vest?
Black and white vest.
I think the one that goes with the...
Yes, let me have a look. I'll go grab the samples. So this is definitely a new release. This one is more of an oatmeal. It is not a tan. It's an oatmeal and black. And this up here is still an oatmeal, but it's a slightly... They're actually the same shade of oatmeal, but this has black kind of worked through it, so it looks darker, but it's the same one right here. So is it looking white to them, or
it is looking more of like a beige?
Yeah, it's an oatmeal, guys. I know it wants to read as white. That's accurate right there. And yeah, let's go get that fabric swatch.
And Jane says, sounds like she has problems emotionally and mentally.
Yeah.
And it was crazy because she was like saying it and laughing. Like it was literally giving like mean, like truly, I have not had an experience like that since elementary school where some random girl just comes up to you, disses you and walks away and you're like, I was just playing horses with my friends. Like what happened?
Just gonna interrupt for a second.
Yes, of course.
So this is the cream, and this is not as heavy as the heavyweight is. This is an in-between. It's not as light as the lightweight, and it's not as heavy as the heavyweight, but they gave it to us as a sample of the heavyweight linen. And I would say
cream?
This is what they're calling cream.
It's very stark.
It is very stark. The
Like,
cream is almost white. When I first started buying Bryn Walker, I bought a cream and a white Huxley tank, thinking that they would be very different and it would matter. And it did not matter. They were so close. So that's how close it is to these pants. Can they see that it's almost identical?
Yeah. It is very close. I would just say the Bryn is a bit lighter.
Just a bit lighter.
As for comments, Jordy says, this community is amazing for talking about our bodies, sizes, shapes, etc. I have never seen women sharing their sizes so openly and with no shame. It was so helpful for shopping and also for life and general happiness and body acceptance. That's so sweet.
Honestly, this community, I didn't even know. I knew that there were kind people in the world, but to have them all in one kind of group,
no,
it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I marvel at how I feel like I know some of you. I've never met you. I know the things that you like in the store, but mostly I follow you. For some of you, for some reason, maybe I just like your stuff. Your things pop up on our Instagram. And I learned so much about you and who you are and what you stand for as a person, and about your integrity and about your values and about your ethics, and about what matters to you. And I'm like, I have found a sister. It's really special.
Jane says, is there purple in this piece?
There is not. I know it's hard to read, but it is literally
it's where the
two
gray
colors
crosses over, where the black crosses over in the circles. Because it's a bit charcoaly, it kind of has like a mauve undertone.
But it reads as a mauve, but it's not there. And actually, I just realized there is a different color on the back.
And also any pink tones. Oh, is there purple in the black and whitish kimono sleeve top with leaves?
No.
No, so I think the tone...
There are Swarovskis on it, though.
The tone that's coming through is also a little bit of an influence from the red lights.
Maybe we should turn those off. I'm going to turn those off.
It just makes it so dark.
It makes it dark, but everything starts looking pink.
Because, yeah, like it's a beige.
Yeah, I'm feeling like the colors are all coming out more accurate now. Accurately.
And Jordy says, that's why I shared all my measurements in the swap and sell. I wanted to be like that too. No random person yelling on the street will shame us when there is such a strong community of women supporting each other.
Yeah.
And then Corey says, I have the cream summer weight. They are so close to white.
Yeah.
Lisa says, kind people gravitate to kind people. Honestly, that's why I was just so thrown off and just like,
how did she come to us then?
I was in pure shock. Like Shafali and I were just sitting in silence, and then occasionally be like what was that? Because it was just, it was just so, I haven't had an experience like that in so long because I surrounded myself with people who won't tolerate like that, people who won't think that way. Like, even what I take in.
And it lets you bring your guard down so much and be so much more vulnerable more often because you're not faced with that need to become hardened and like, tough. Also, and then people sneak in.
Yeah. And like also like the way that you act, like it's very much kind people gravitate to kind people because like I was also really thrown off, and I don't know if I'm just very lucky this way, but like I was thrown off that when faced and met with kindness, like we were very awkward because we're like, this random person's stopping us and we don't know what you want. But when being met with kindness, it was just so jarring to me to in response to that still go mean, you know? Like usually if someone even has negative intentions, but you're kind to them, they're like, oh, well, I feel a fool because I was ready to be mean. And you're like, hey.
I think you're right that most people would behave that way, that they would recognize kindness. But if they're coming at you with something, their own baggage, you're irrelevant to it. Another thing that's been floating around, there's going to be a pun here, in my head recently, aside from that concept of being too much, being seen as too much. I read this thing about this guy, I think it was a guy, who said ever since he heard about the empty boat theory, it's changed his life. So of course I have to keep reading, right? What's the empty boat theory? And he was saying, if you are in a little rowboat on a river and a boat hits you, you would get really, really angry and be like, you know, why couldn't you see me here? I'm right here. And then, you know, you let your boat bang into me. Now I'm in all of these problems. But he said, what if you realized the boat was empty and you knew it had just drifted out and had hit you? Then you wouldn't really react, right? You'd just be like, well, that sucks.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't take the boat's actions personally. And I think sometimes people we meet are floating boats. They have no concept that they are in people's way, that they're going to hit up against something. They're just so lost in being a floaty boat. I don't know if that excuses it or anything, but I feel like, you know, when you talk about this woman, it seems to me like it had nothing to do with you. It clearly didn't.
It clearly, like, that was it. Like, it was just, like, yeah, we were just happened to be there. And, like, I had seen her walking around the park earlier. And so I was like, oh, maybe she's, like, looking for directions or something. Like, it was just very strange.
And it really does tug at your personal insecurities, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does make you question.
Well, yeah, like that's why I was so happy that, like, it feels weird to say, but I was so happy that Shefali was there with me because, like, yeah, like I was feeling a bit of doubt. Like I was like, oh, like I'm content with myself, but maybe like they're seeing something I'm not. And she's like, no. Like, no, they're not saying anything. Like she's just saying things.
Well, and it's irrelevant.
Yeah.
You know, if somebody said, you're about to step on a screw that's sticking up out of the ground, they have a right to say that. They're trying to protect you from something. Somebody who just says your feet are fat and ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? You're right.
Yeah.
Lisa says, that was a lovely thing to say, Priya. Michelle says, I second that, Lisa. And Jane says, yep, not everyone has emotional intelligence.
No. And it's really hard not to let it trigger you.
Yeah.
So when I first went to therapy, many moons ago, when I was actually pregnant with you, that's how long ago it was. Yeah. I remember the therapist was like, did any event this week, like, get under your skin, make you feel anxious or whatever? And I was a new teacher at the time. I'd only been teaching like 3 or 4 years. And I worked with this older lady named Heather. So the photocopy room, for those of you who are teachers, you guys understand the photocopy thing where you've got to get to class and you have to get these photocopies. And so I was in there and in the photocopy room, and I started the photocopier, and I knew it was going to take a little bit of time. And the stacks were there of all the English books. And so I started walking through the stacks, listening for the photocopier, because as soon as it finished, I would just go and get my stuff. And this teacher, Heather, came in and she said, I can't believe somebody just put the started photocopying and then just left. And I poked my head. And I said, oh, that's me. I'm right here. And she just kept at me like I had done something really wrong. And then I doubted myself. I'm like, maybe I did do something really wrong. Like it's that whole, am I the asshole here? Should I have been standing in front of the photocopier to relieve her of any doubt or pain? And then I was with the therapist and he goes, is it possible that this wasn't about you at all? And I was like, oh my God, yeah. She was probably just super stressed out because she knew her class was waiting. And she had it was just a barking, angry dog.
Yeah.
An agitated dog bark. And yes, go ahead.
Sorry, it just reminded me because I guess I don't hang around squirrels that often, and there's so many squirrels in Gage Park. Because what I was doing, it was really, really nice because what I was doing was I was making I was sketching out a little nature study. So I was doing research, and now I can tell you the difference between a silver maple and a sugar maple.
Look at you.
Because I was sitting beside a sugar maple, and then I identified some trees around me. And then after identifying what trees were in the park, I was looking for the trees because there was walnuts everywhere. And I said, I haven't seen a walnut tree yet. But what was adorable was just like a tiny little pup. This one little squirrel went up to tree roots that were peeking out under the ground. And he was going all roly-poly on it to scratch his tummy. And he was nuzzling his face on the tree branch to scratch his face. And I said, so this is the best day ever.
Yeah, honestly, that's how easy it is to find joy. Stop and look at a puppy.
Literally, it was a squirrel.
Oh, it was a squirrel that was doing that?
Oh my gosh. Doing it. And I said, that's really cute.
This is also really cute.
Yes,
so this is one of the new
wow,
ones.
I love that one.
This one is beautiful. This is one of the new releases. So you can see it's kind of geometric, but it does have that African Savannah feel in the colors. It almost looks like mudcloth.
What kind of print would you say this is? Like how we say we have digital prints?
It's just, it is just a print. It's just printed.
But if you liked, it's not an abstract. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because we get pieces like that I really love, where it is kind of a mismatch
pattern, where you have patches.
Yeah,
there may be an Indian name for it. Mm-hmm. I don't know what the name is,
and that's okay.
Yeah, you have very good questions.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know the name. It's not an artistic style. Mm-hmm. It's just a popular, acid wash jeans.
Yeah.
Right.
And then which one's your favorite?
Oh, that's easy. This one, because spotted animals. Or wait, no. This one? No, maybe. Yeah, this one.
And yet again, she doesn't choose the zebra, guys.
I do not choose the zebra.
What's crazy, the zebra print is almost the print she has in her kitchen.
I do.
And is it black or navy?
It is black. It is black. I honestly did not think I was going to enjoy this collection as much.
No, when I was looking through, I loved it because it is that rich, warm. The pieces are simply neutrals, but they're infused with such a warmth
and so much character.
So much character. Each one is so beautiful.
And wait till you guys see the next 2 weeks. I have seen the next 2 weeks collections. Color ladies, you are going to go bananas.
Jordy says, that's the cutest thing I've ever heard about the squirrels. And then Kay says, slightly tribal. Yeah.
It is slightly tribal. It really does have that feel to it.
It's not part of the...
This one is.
No, I was going to say something else.
Okay.
It's not part of the collection. Can I get you to try on this beautiful look that Shefali put together today?
With the cream pants?
With the cream pants.
Okay.
Also, I forgot what the theme was today, but I'm on theme.
You are on theme. So what Mira is wearing is a style that we no longer make.
The jumpsuit.
And
because I love the maxi dress, I also have the jumpsuit.
So we stopped making it because of the way that it needed to fall. The saris always had to be a certain length from the waist to the ground. And if it was even slightly off, the bust would be too small. And it just got really complicated.
And also going to the washroom is a bit of a struggle. I was laughing to myself today because I realized that I really had to pee. And I was in the bathroom literally screaming and hopping on my feet as I tried to untie my jumpsuit. So I was just going, ah!
This over it?
This over it with the pants. It looked so good. I tried it on today for a customer, for Muhammad, for his wife. And it looked so good. I could not get past it. And it was such a classy outfit. It was just so beautiful.
So this is our cotton tunic tops. We've been talking a lot about them. This one has an asymmetrical cut. I believe it also has pockets. I'm going to double check that. The cut of this top is almost identical to the Bryn Walker, I think it's called the Nadia top tunic. The asymmetrical tunic that they're really well known for. It's basically the same cut. This one is a size...
It's the large, extra large.
Yeah. And they do loosen.
Yes. Do not steam or iron or you will lose the waffle effect.
Okay, good to know.
And Kay says, looks like those fabrics from Tahiti. Jennifer Warren says, your photocopier story just brought me back to jamming the photocopier with a line of teachers behind me.
Honestly, only a teacher knows the stress involved around a photocopier.
And it's so funny because as a student, the photocopying room was the coolest room you could be in.
No.
Teacher's lounge, you're like, this is fun, but the wrong teacher's going to come in and be like, you gotta go. The photocopy room, you're on an adventure. We need 3 copies of this. You don't know how the machine works, but you're in the room with all the paper.
So stressful. You make one mistake, all the teachers behind you are going to get stressed out at you.
And there's a paper limit.
If it jams, but you still need to get to class, you have to make that decision. It's like the do I scoop the poop if I don't have a bag situation. Because you're like, I've left my class unattended for 6 minutes now. If I unjam this photocopier, it's going to be 10 minutes. And that's going to be really bad. But I didn't know I needed these photocopiers because I thought the kids would have their copies, but they didn't. And I couldn't teach my lesson without it. And now I have to decide which is the lesser of 2 evils. Do I leave this jammed or do I leave my kids unattended?
Kids, next.
Kids. Well, once I did that and I came back and the kids had switched movies on my computer, I was doing interviews out in the hall and I didn't realize
21 Jump Street.
They put on 21 Jump Street instead of Shakespeare.
I remember that.
Yeah.
And is it not Shakespeare?
You
find
this is
the dealer,
very different.
Infiltrate the dealer, find the supplier.
Miri.
I know. Shivali's really good at her job.
Honestly,
and then
I would never have put this together.
But I pulled it together and I said tulip necklace.
That's what I was just going to say, is it's missing something to pull it together.
Jordy says the cream pants are really pulling their weight today. The outfits are so good.
Yeah.
And Margaret Webb says, I picked up one of the tunics.
Oh, nice. They're so comfortable.
But yeah, Shivali threw this together and I said, I would not, like, I love the monochrome look with the tunic and the pants that I didn't even consider switching it up. Lisa says, great, now I need the cream linen pants too. Haha. But like, it's such a fresh look.
It's such a fresh look.
It's so light, but it's still bold. It's still funky, but it is just
I like
so
the
summer.
Layers too.
Yeah. It's just so nice. And it was so comfortable. Those asymmetrical tunics are so comfortable.
Who would have ever thought that we would have the perfect necklace?
I know.
Oh, that's bad. That's a bad thing to know.
Also, while we're on the topic of squirrels, when I was seeing so many squirrels in the park, it reminded me of one of my favorite squirrel stories.
We have a squirrel story?
We do.
Okay.
So when we lived in Burlington, there was one neighbor who had a balcony at the corner of a random street.
Okay.
It wasn't Emerald Crescent, it was the next one.
Is this, who?
I don't know her name.
Okay.
But one time she got locked in her bathroom and I had to go help her. She was like on the balcony like, please help, the door got shut and I don't have a doorknob on the inside. So then I had to go and help.
I do not know who this person is.
She moved, I think. But
okay.
The crazy thing was, so she had this balcony and she would get so many squirrels on the balcony. And so what she would do is she would humanely catch the squirrels, a bunch of them, humanely catch them, drive to Bronte Park and
I do remember this.
But then, and like only people in the neighborhood knew this gossip, but then the city of Burlington released that there was a squirrel problem at Bronte Park because there's too many squirrels. They're like, we don't know why there's so many squirrels.
It was all the ones she was bringing from Burlington?
Just taking all of them from Burlington and just bringing them.
Oh, that's
to Bronte Park, and it created a nature crisis. And she was just like, I wanted the squirrels off my balcony.
Oh my gosh. Oh, this looks so good together.
But like, I saw so many squirrels, I'm like, she should just dump them here because clearly no one would tell.
No, nobody seems to care about the squirrels here.
Nobody seems to care about how many squirrels there are.
So this one is currently available. It's very, very soft. It's a self-pocket dress. And I'm going to try it on with a duster that's part of the new collection. So unbelievably soft. Need to tell you that. The colors are all super neutral.
Ooh.
I will say that this brown down here is almost a purple.
Yeah, it looks like
up here.
It looks
Yeah,
like
it's a bit
wine,
purple.
like a wine purple.
Yeah, it actually
a
is
mulled
reading
wine.
it is reading more purple than I thought it would. So this is actually a deep, deep, deep purple. Not even an eggplant. It's
like
a purple.
Yeah, like it looks like a purpley burgundy.
Yeah, this looks great too.
I would try it with the bag on the mannequin.
With the what? Oh yeah. Nice. Oh, this
Dory
is purple
said,
in it
I
too.
know, but they will be heavy linen, so I feel like that's so good. Less see-through. Lisa says, yes, good point. However, I have a habit of spilling things. And she also says, I think I have that in a poncho.
Oh.
If you have a habit of spilling things, I definitely do suggest the palazzo pants then, because you get the same great look and feel, but
They're not.
it doesn't make you as sad if you drop a little.
Well, they're 55 Canadian, which is not bad at all.
Yeah, but like compared to like if you spill on your Casbahs or if you spill on your palazzos,
Yeah.
it hurts the heart a little less.
So this is a bag by Pepin, and you can see it's got the
Oh, I forgot that I had the green.
Yeah, it has the ostrich print, but actually it's got so many colors on it. So this is where I thought it was kind of fun because it does have the purple and the green, and this has the purple, gray, and green. Mm-hmm. Not centered again. Purple, gray, and green, and this has gray and purple. So kind of similar. And then the brown and the brown, the black and the black. It is like they were made for each other. Possibly a match made in heaven.
Kay says, I'm loving the earth tones. And Lisa says, I wish Mira too small for me.
Beauty.
And I do want to let you know that it's only 9 o'clock.
Oh my gosh.
Well, 9:06, but like, that's still 9 o'clock.
So should I tell them about Karen?
Whoa. Yeah.
Okay.
If we're talking about crazy ladies and squirrels.
I have very little compassion for this one, though. So the girls, Rachel, Shafali, and Mira, were living in a rented house for about a year and a half?
A year, yeah.
A year. And, the owner of the house was quite young. He had never rented his house before. And so we were kind of like, yeah, don't worry, the girls are super.
He never rented before?
No, he
that
never.
Makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Viva.
So, Gordon and I talked to him and said, we know these girls. They're really good. You don't have to worry about it. We vouch for them. So cut to, they've lived in the house for a year. Now you're dealing with two people who are students. Rachel.
I thought you were going to say two people who are stupid.
Two people who are stupid.
Like,
no.
Well, I mean, I guess.
No.
Who's the two?
Two people that are students. And so, trying to do a million things. And so the house wasn't always spotless. And then when they were packing up, they were spent the week, right, just throwing stuff into boxes. So the kitchen wasn't spotless during that time. It was like they were doing the bare minimum. And then the day that they actually moved out, it was pouring rain. So there were footprints from all the movers and everything. They hadn't gotten back in to clean up. That's the day that the owner says, I need to come in and do an inspection. So we're like, okay, well, you know what? You should just be forewarned that it's going to need a good clean and that hasn't happened yet. So, so far, it's all quite normal. I'm like, it's all good. It's all good. So, actually, I have a cream one of these. What happens is he brings his mother. And his mother...
And why would anyone do that ever?
Well, how old was this guy? Like 35, 40?
I thought
he has a kid.
I thought he was in like his late 40s.
So really late 40s, that late? Like that old?
I also have to say that when you're between 40 to 60, I can't place you. You're all
just
49.
old.
You're just 49.
So
you're living. You're doing good.
You're in your golden years.
You're in your golden years. You're doing great.
So anyway, so he brings his mom. His mom has strong opinions and isn't afraid to share them. So she is mocking her son the whole time that how stupid was he to rent out the house to these three girls who left it in such a mess. And then seriously asks Shafali, I guess this is how they live in your culture. Right?
Yeah, she goes, isn't it I don't understand how you could live like this. Is it a race thing? Is this how you guys
is this how you brown people
live?
You guys live? Yeah. So actually I love this with the pants. I'm not sure if I like it with this look.
Oh my God, as a veil?
I don't, as a veil, as a hair ornament, as hair.
Dad, tune in. Dad shows up to his next client with just that.
I feel like there's something here, guys. I know I keep saying that, but it's like if you have the cream pants, you got to get the cream fringe.
Jordy says, this duster is incredible. I remember it from Sari picking. Half was so vibrant, but this part, it looks amazing on its own. You could probably wear it as the sand Darcy.
Yeah, it is. It's just every shade of sand.
And then she said promptly, oh my God, what a turd. What?
Yes.
And then Corey said, oh my.
Yeah. It was
crazy.
It was so bad. Now, to be fair, the girls left that house.
The house was definitely...
It was a disaster.
It was like the worst. Like, you picture the worst, it was that. You know?
Yeah.
But also, we clean well. And
they did.
Clean hard.
And by the time he got his house back, it was cleaner than when he left it. But
also,
we had warned him. Don't be expecting much. It has not been cleaned yet.
And also, let the record show, which is why it makes sense that this was the first time that he rented.
Yeah.
Was he left a lot of his stuff. He left a lot of stuff of his own at the house. And so we would have to put it away somewhere.
Yeah.
To be like, oh, we need to get this out of the way. It's not ours and we can't lose it. And then he would be like, where's all my stuff?
And we're like, we put it in a drawer.
We randomly put it in a drawer or a closet. Just open the drawer of the closet.
Check the drawer
I can't.
So this mother is mocking him about what a loser her son is, that he would be so stupid to rent to these brown people who clearly have no respect for cleanliness. And she's vocalizing all of this.
And she's also jumping to conclusions based on what she's seeing. So like, I have cat urine cleaner because if a cat were to pee on the floor, I want to be able to promptly clean it as best as possible because this isn't my house.
Yeah.
That was not needed though, but I had the cleaner out and she saw it and she said, so there's cat piss in the house. And then she saw...
And then didn't you guys say, no, that actually there isn't. And we're always prepared for that. Because
we have the cleaner.
Sure. Yeah.
We have a cleaner and there isn't. And then she's like, she saw moth traps. She's like, so there's moths in the house. And Shefali's like, no, we don't have moths. We got rid of them.
Because you guys remember the whole moth trap thing, right? Where we were like, we will not have moths in the vicinity of anything we own. And so everybody got moth traps.
And so we don't have moths anymore. And then she saw, because I use a natural walnut cat litter for my cats.
Better for the environment.
It's better for the environment and it's better for them. And so because it's walnut shells, it's brown. And so she saw it on the floor, just like some litter that I needed to sweep. And she goes, oh my God, is that mouse droppings? Guys, it looks like sand. Like a mouse cannot poop that small.
So this guy, the landlord, later sent me pictures. He goes, no, some of it was mouse droppings. So I said, look, there were 2 cats in the house. Trust me, if there was a mouse in there, it's not in there anymore.
Oh yeah.
You don't need to worry about it. But he was and I said, I have been in extraordinarily well-maintained houses of this age, my own, where like I have cleaning people who come in to make sure that my house is clean. And I have had mouse problems. And I've even had a rat in my house, which was disgusting. And thank God Sully grabbed it and took it outside.
He said, I can handle this one.
I can handle this one, Mom. So it had nothing to do with cleanliness. It's an old house. And the girls had said, we think there's something living in the walls because we can hear it scurrying. But the mom was so sure that this tiny mouse dropping that he found was somehow related to the girls.
The droppings were actually dried cat food.
So later, we're cleaning up the house and making sure we have everything out of it. And Mira sends me a picture of an upper cabinet. She goes, okay, well, everything that's in this cabinet is actually his. And I'm like, okay, can you just like FaceTime it to me? I want to be able to tell him what we're leaving behind. Doesn't he have mouse traps up there? This guy who was so appalled that a mouse could possibly be in the building. So anyways, there has been a lot of drama around this. And I bit my tongue. Yes.
Some comments before you continue.
Yes.
Kay says, I am saying sorry for her.
Oh, thank you.
Jordy says, but that wasn't the proper inspection time. It doesn't matter if it's messy during the chaos of moving.
Right?
Kay says, something should never be said out loud. And
Yes.
Corey says, was her name really Karen? might as well be.
But so what I said later, after I said, okay, I'm going to take over this because, first of all, I didn't want him interacting with the girls anymore after he allowed his mom to speak that way to them.
Yeah, I was so stressed out.
Yeah.
I was having like panic attacks.
So I took over communications with him, and I was really professional, and I kept him, like, flooded him with communication of every single tiny detail so that communication would not be the issue. And then at the end of it all, I said, well, I think we actually got a cleaning crew because we thought we'd go above and beyond. We spent $1,000 on a 12-hour cleaning crew for that house
After
it had been
cleaning.
cleaned. Because I'm like, you know what? My job is to keep my side of the street clean. I had given my word that that house would be left in the same condition, and it will be. That regardless of him, I had given my word that's going to happen. So I left him a message because he said he went to see the house. And I said, I trust the house was perfectly clean when you visited. Your mother, Karen, must be very happy. And Mira messages me. She goes, is his mom Karen? And I said, I don't think it matters if it is.
So Bethany says, gorgeous duster.
Yeah.
And Michelle says, I wonder if some people feel better about themselves if they are just horrid and cruel. I imagine how sad their lives must be.
Well, imagine how that landlord, like, imagine being raised by, there was one video he sent me of the backyard, and his mom was literally, she was taking the video, she was literally mocking him and laughing at him for being such a loser while this video was being taken. Random stranger, I'm just saying hi. Yeah, and I'm like, imagine what his childhood was like. You guys only had to deal with it for such a little time.
And he was like a really chill guy.
He wasn't horrible.
He was a really chill guy the whole time.
And when I made that Karen comment, I was bracing myself because I'm like, all right, I'm going to hear back. He totally let it slide. He's like, she is a Karen. I'm not going to go there.
Jane says, you go, Priya. This woman sounds like such a charm.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's why Rachel had commented, you go get her. You get her. And I took it really calmly in the beginning because I'm like, okay, we do have our obligations and we're going to fulfill those obligations.
And like, that's also the thing is I'm like, I understand going to the house, seeing the state it was in, you're going to be worried about your property. And it's like, and I was like, to that point, it makes sense and I understand where that panic came from.
Yeah.
Because if I was a landlord and I came back to my house and I saw that, I'd be like, fuck.
But would you get racist about it?
I would not get racist about it. And that, well, personally, I would not get racist about it.
Like, what if one of the people in the house had been brown, one had been beige, and the other one had been pink? I don't know. Then what race would she blame?
Yeah, well, that's the thing is, it's like she was very lucky. They were both very lucky that we were the people who were renting from them because we could have easily been like, well, with that attitude, we're just going to leave it like this because that was terrible. But we were like, okay, we understand that wasn't you, that was your mom. And we did have this promise and we're going to do the best we can. Like he was very lucky that we were understanding.
Well, that you guys have integrity.
Yeah.
As you know, I like to
Google integrity.
Google it if you don't know.
Read me the definition.
Read me. You guys know that story about in India. Do you want to tell them that story?
Oh yeah, let me know if you guys know the integrity story because if not, it's my favorite mom story.
Her favorite story,
and I tell it to everyone, and I bring it up all the time. But some comments are. Lisa says he could be so grateful that these particular girls rented from him. Jane said, we're all mama bears when it comes to Mira, Rachel, Alex, and Shafali.
Yep.
Lisa says, exactly, Jane. Corey says, integrity is everything.
Yep.
And Margaret says, what a loser woman. Poor guy. And too bad the girls were subjected to that. Good thing I wasn't there, as I'm sure I would have said something to Karen. And then she says, love that brown and blue vest. Yeah, it's so nice.
Stunning.
It's like a copper, which is really beautiful.
Gorgeous.
So
the integrity story.
So we're at a boutique in Surat in
Gujarat. Yeah.
And
we're getting stuff for Nisha's wedding.
We're getting stuff for Nisha's wedding.
For everybody.
And the whole time, my mom has been like, I don't care about the price. We have money. Because you have to be upfront with them. So you have to be like, show me the real silk. Like, don't show me the fake silk.
Yeah.
I know what silk is. I have a silk business. Show me the good silk.
And I even said, because I wanted to make sure I didn't get taken advantage of or that he would have a heart. I said, you understand that these are silks that are going to my in-laws, which means if I give them a fake silk, it is going to be a slight to them that will later reflect on me. So I need pure silk, which wasn't actually true. But I said that I need real silk.
But a girl's
sari.
got to hustle.
Yeah, a girl's got to hustle. But I really wanted him to understand this is important to me.
Because it was somewhat true because we were gifting them as the wedding saris that different
Like
close
even
family members would be
like
wearing.
even
Like
Matt's mom was wearing one. Yeah.
My aunts, like we got a nice piece for everyone. And so we kept being like, we want the nice silk. They kept sending the guy down the road running to get the nice silk. So we're like, we're getting the nice silk. This is good. This is what we asked. We pay.
No, we're about to pay.
No,
we're about to pay.
No. We pay. You go, okay. I've given you my money.
No, you missed a whole section.
No, because you were like, this isn't silk. No,
So,
because
right.
we fully paid, and then you
But
find
what
out
happened
the two
before
of them.
that is we picked a bunch of saris,
Mhm.
and I said I really like these, and then there was this part of me that was like, I don't know if it's real silk. It's the wrong temperature.
Didn't we call your?
We called my parents,
Yes.
FaceTime them in Canada. We called
3 a.m.
Anshul in India, and we're like, how will I know if this is real silk? And they're all like, I don't know. So finally, I get off the phone. I'm like, I don't think this is real silk, and we're leaving. And that's when they started sending people.
Yeah, sending
And
him.
nobody said, it is real silk, but let me go get you other ones.
Yeah.
And then after we paid,
After we paid, my mom was like, okay, we bought all these saris. You've taken my money. Please just be upfront with me. Are these all real silk? And the dad and keep in mind, so it's like this, there's a couple, it's an older man, another older skinny man who is draping the saris on him like a real diva.
Like a real
leg out, arm folded.
like
just like he knows the pose.
Yeah.
And
What, a 15-year-old boy?
a 15-year-old whose
boy?
name is Mohat. And I know this because
You know his name is
somehow
Mohat.
he found me and followed me on Instagram after this.
You're a potential wife.
And I said, sir, no dowry could make up for a lack of integrity.
Okay, so we asked, and they had to get this Mohat guy to.
so
I didn't even realize this was on here.
Me either.
This is one of the new ones.
And that's like a nice pink too, like a little berry.
It's beautiful.
So Mohat is the young kid,
And he's translating.
He's translating because he has a better English than his dad, it seems. And so we're like, just tell me, like, if this is real. And the son translates. The dad points to 2 of the silks, and he said, "Those aren't real." And we said
2 that he had assured me were real.
And we said,
now that he had my money, he was like, yeah, those 2 aren't.
and we said the equivalent to diva, please.
Yeah.
And so my dad and like, keep in mind, this is like in a clothing market where you're walking and people are yelling at you to come in. They're trying to make ends meet. They're trying to put dinner on the table.
Yes, you're very compassionate to them. Me less so.
We say a girl's gotta hustle, they gotta hustle. They're hustling.
They're hustling. True.
And so my dad and I are standing at the back of this booth, and we're both just like melding, like, I'm so sorry.
Because I am being
my mom
indignant.
goes up to the young boy, and goes, there was no need to lie this entire time. I told you that I was gonna buy. And she goes, and this is what I quote every time, she goes, do you know what integrity means? Yeah, it shows a lack of integrity. Do you know what integrity means? No? Google integrity. He Googles integrity.
Literally Googles it.
And then the pièce de resistance, my mom goes, read me the definition. My dad and I put our hands in our head in our hands because we're like, oh my God, he's literally just trying to survive. And you're like, Google integrity and read me the definition.
Read me the definition.
And so now whenever something happens where we're like, the gall of this person, we go, Google integrity.
See what it means.
Read me the definition.
Read me the definition. So, ladies, going back to being too much. Was that too much? Is that too much?
I don't know, because it was a beautiful story that I love to share with everyone I meet. So
it made for a good story.
So it made for a good story, and that means it was worth it.
And I don't think that boy will ever forget me. He will always remember the definition of integrity. Yeah. He may not choose to have integrity, but now he knows what it means.
The definition and how to avoid it.
How to avoid having no integrity?
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is the integrity story. And I actually think I bring that up all the time.
Do you?
Like, I always am like to people who don't even know the story, I'm like, Google integrity. Read me the definition.
Well, and going back to this house, like, as much as they were rude, or I mean, he was okay, but his mom was offensive. I always say our job as people who are interacting with other people is to keep our side of the street clean. You can't control anybody's anything, but you know what you think is right. And if you always do what you honestly believe is right, how the other person takes it beyond that, that's his side of the street or their side of the street. So we had assured them that we would leave the house clean, and we absolutely did. And we assured that the yard would be taken care of, which we absolutely did. But at that point, I really did need to point out, for the sake of my girls, because I wasn't going to let that mom get away with it. I mean, Shefali didn't deserve that. And either did Mira, who heard it secondhand. And did you start to cry?
I did. I got really, really sad because I was like, Shefali shouldn't have, like, the fact that she had to go through that and endure that, like, it was just, I was so sad.
To be so judged and then to have it blamed on your race.
Yeah. And like to judge who Shefali is on during one of the most stressful things that you can do, which is pack up your life and start new. Like there was no grace or understanding or even recognition of Shefali's age. Like, she's so young. She's only 25, like 26.
Yeah.
And so like that, you've only, like by 26, you've only ever rented maybe once or twice. Mm-hmm. Like for Rachel, this was the first time she moved out of her house. So like there's no grace that this could have been like a learning thing. Like if we didn't have the support that we're really lucky to have, like this could have become an easily a scarring moment in trying to rent or like have a life of our own.
Yeah, I mean, well, you guys were younger, they were older, and they decided it was okay to be abusive towards you verbally. And if you guys had been older or had more power, they wouldn't have dared. Yeah. And luckily you were backed by people with power. Because let me tell you, I used my teacher voice with that boy, who may be in his 40s, but I will call him a boy.
No, and and like it's
how
also
great
like,
this looks together.
I know, it's the perfect.
It is, online, it does not do it justice.
And so I do want to say, it seems like it's a Tarocco, but it is a true emerald.
It's an emerald with navy and orange and gold and yellow.
It's so beautiful though. I really want those emerald pants, but I actually already own 4 green pants.
Just 4?
Mom, how many orange pants do you own?
4.
Dang. I was like, if she owns more, then I have room for one more.
But I'm getting one more. I'm getting the one that's marigold colored from the winter collection.
So looking at what the ladies said, Marilyn said, you have great stories and some people do need to be told. There's no need for abusive language, no matter the situation.
Yeah.
Sabina says, did they replace the saris with real silk saris after admitting it wasn't silk? Nope.
No, because we have ended up not buying the ones that I had my doubts about, except for the ones, there were 2.
There was 2 that we ended up getting.
That I kind of knew that they weren't silk.
Yeah, we could tell because it had like a design within the design.
Yeah, there was something about it where I wasn't sure, but I knew when I made a price for those that I was pretty sure, whether he said so or not, that they weren't silk. Mm-hmm. So a lot of the ones that he actually pointed to and said those aren't silk are the ones that we had said, I'm not going to get that one.
Yeah, so we were really lucky.
We did. But it took a lot to get to that point.
So much. It took a lot. It was very tiring. We went through like 3 things of try. Yeah. Lorena says, fuck around and find out. Lorena, so sorry. Jane says she is an abusive woman.
Yeah.
Spider.
Oh, that's Damien.
Damien says, I remember that teacher voice. That's so funny.
Yeah.
And then Jordy says, absolutely, Jane. And Margaret Webb says, sadly, since the arrival of the pumpkin menace, there are more people like that who feel it's their right to belittle and be cruel to anyone who doesn't fit their idea of a norm, etc.
Yeah, it's one of the things that scares me the most. It's one of the reasons why I won't go to the States, and I advise my kids not to go to the States right now. There are lots of great people everywhere in the world, but there are also lots of pine cone people. Yes. There are lots of pine cone people. And right now, the shredding of pine cones seems to be more acceptable than it ever has been.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't want to subject my kids to that.
Yeah. But there's also
sorry, I need to tell you that I am wearing a self-pocket dress backwards because I really love this net with the applique on it, and I wanted it in the front.
What was I going to say? Oh, I was going to say that while there's a lot of not great people out there. There's also a lot of great people out there who are bringing about a lot of great change. And that is
for example
into congratulations.
Hamilton, you did it.
Hamilton has made international news.
Is it international news?
It's international news that we protested successfully, and they have delayed or postponed.
It's been denied, but it's going to go up for appeal.
Yes, they denied the severance of land for a data center, and they received over 16,000 comments from people in the public. It's the most that they've received for anything. Yeah. And they got letters from environmentalists, from students, from university profs, from other data center managers who were saying the health effects, like the dangerous health effects and the cost and the way that it really destroys the way of living. And because of that, it has been denied. There is the possibility of an appeal, but there is also already future protests planned regarding that. And so it was just a really, really amazing power of the people.
Yeah, it was a real power of the people moment, and Hamiltonians united.
Yeah, and honestly, it's what my friend said, and I think it's so true that if there's one thing in Hamilton that's going to stop something from coming to be, it's the people. They're so passionate, especially when they work together. So that was just some really good news
that
really I thought good news. Would be really nice to share on the live, because we have been having conversations about AI here and there. And so it is nice to have a win in the conversation. It was a nice win.
And what I've been hearing more and more is that people keep saying, and actually this showed up as a clip out of the comedy show Hacks, which I have not watched the final season of. But they're talking about the greatest waffles in the state. And so this comedian, the younger one, is saying, you walk past a restaurant and it says, we have the greatest waffles in the state. But according to who? According to the people who sell the waffles. And she says, that's what it is with AI. You guys say AI is inevitable because you're the one selling AI, right? But we have the choice whether we believe you or not, and whether we're going to decide to like your waffles or not.
There's actually one of the points that I really think about a lot in the discussion of AI is someone made just at this point in passing, and I'm like, the state of world we're at right now, it is very true, very telling, that if AI was a good thing, they would not let us have such easy access to it.
That is actually shockingly true.
Yeah.
Because they get so much benefit from our data and our brains as we share that information online, that giving it to us for free allows them to fill their machines.
Yeah. And
scary.
If it was good, if it was something that was good, they would want to make more money off of it,
which they will,
but we don't usually see a new innovation placed right into the hands of the public.
No, not unless it benefits the maker.
Exactly. Claire says, happy Friday, ladies. Are you going to show the Bryn Walker swatches, or is that on another video already?
That is not yet on a video. It is going to be a separate video, and I'm hoping it's going to be Tuesday. And what I'm going to do is put myself in a corner with a lot of different fabric swatches and go through color by color and show each swatch and say, so this is the swatch compared to the cream in this color. This is the swatch compared to the cream in this color, so that you can really see the differences. Because that's the hardest part with the Bryn Walker is like, is this close to Hortensia or is it closer to Verbena? So I will be doing that. The next deadline for ordering, so that you get the first shipment, or actually it's the second shipment in, I believe, September, is June 15th. And where are we now? June 6th or 7th? 5th. We're June 5th. So definitely within the next week, I'll be doing that video to help you guys choose the colors. There have already been a lot of ladies who've been calling in, who have been messaging us and saying, can you show me this next to this? And we are always happy to do that. And you shouldn't feel bad about it. If you came into the store, we would do that for you. Yeah. If you have to just virtually pop in to do that with us, that's great. That's awesome. Saved you a trip, and we can still help you.
So some comments. Claire says, way to go, Hamilton, and that the final season of Hacks is so good. Unfortunately, the last episode has been spoiled for me, and even though I haven't watched the series, I did almost cry. It's really good. It's really well done.
Oh, no, I didn't know. I don't know anything about the last season.
And I'm not going to say anything.
Good.
Except for the fact that the public, are amazing editors. They should never stop them from editing.
Okay.
And then Jordy says they're trying to put those data centers everywhere and we all can push back. It's not inevitable at all.
Yep.
Michelle says, fantastic. It's so fantastic to see it in action. I'm so thrilled to hear it. Yeah. Lisa says, our premiere just shut a proposed one down this week. Jordy says, yay, Bryn Walker color party. Lisa says, still really torn between the Casbahs and the Oliver. And Corey says, what colors will the store be carrying?
Oh, that's a great question.
Have we decided on our colors?
We have.
I haven't even heard which ones. Definitely probably the two pinks.
So we are going to be carrying some of the... So I actually have the information written down, but I would need to get on my computer.
Oh, I'm so sorry to interrupt. Before you get into that, I do want to let the ladies know that it is 9:35. So if there's a piece in this collection that we haven't seen yet.
So this is all we have left, which isn't much.
Yeah, I think we've actually made our way through, but if there's another piece that you've missed or that you'd like to see again, definitely let us know so that we can look at it before the time is over. Okie dokie. Pass it to you.
We are getting some of the Oliver and a lot of the Casbah. And the colors that we are getting in some quantity or other are roan, which is right here. We are getting alder because how can you choose one over the other? It's impossible. We're getting this one.
A pant where each leg is a different.
This one here, which is called Yara and is a true marigold. This one just makes me happy.
So beautiful.
Well, it's because it's marigold. It's a kind of brown, but it's kind of orange. It's not a pumpkin. It's beautiful. I think that I was vetoed on Tyrol. I thought it was great. The ladies, not so much.
I like it, but it's a middle color of a lot of the ones we've had.
Very similar maybe to Orta, but definitely, oh, there they go. Orta, but more green and less blue.
And Michelle says, Lisa, you live in a province with such a fantastic premiere. I envy you so much.
Who said that?
Michelle.
Michelle is really going through it right now with her premiere. Alberta.
Yeah. It's hard.
This one here we are getting, it is egg fruit. It is actually just a chartreuse.
And critically, egg fruit is not that color.
Critically. We are not getting this color, but it's beautiful. It's called Starling, and it's kind of like a peacock blue. I'm going to take these off my leg now.
Claire says, I like Tyrol, Priya.
I like Tyrol too. It's beautiful. Like, I may be getting Tyrol for myself, but I do have to, is there something on the top written above my face on one side? Because when I get close, the top of my head disappears. No, yes, no, maybe. I don't know either.
No.
Okay, this one here we are not getting. This is the one, I think, yeah, this is Fig. This is brown with purpley undertones. I said we should get Jasper. Jasper is a great olive. I can't remember if anybody said.
It's nice because our khaki is too
soft. Like not earthy.
Yeah, it's not earthy enough. It's more warm.
Yeah. Oh, this is partridge. Sorry, that's Jasper.
Oh, I like partridge.
Everybody likes partridge. I think we might be getting partridge. I can't actually let you guys know because it's on my computer, and I would have to get out of.
And we're all guessing.
Yes, Jasper, love it. I can't remember if I won that fight. Ginger snap, no. Dolomite, no. Hawthorn, no. Iberis, no. Oh, this one we are getting, even though I was doubtful, the rest of the team really loved it.
Nice.
Yeah, Vitsnell.
It'll be like the tinsel pant.
Yeah, I feel like it is like a denim. I think it's going to be sweet.
Does that go with the new Baba tops?
I think it might.
That's beautiful.
Should I go get them?
Yeah, I put them on the rack. They're stickered.
Oh, they're already stickered?
Yep. Jordy says, I'm getting Tyrol. I have Tarocco and Casbah, so Tyrol shall be Oliver's. I want to see the partridge,
close.
Jasper, etc. next to the blue sky green.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's
so close.
It's so close.
And I don't know if you guys saw my story yesterday, but we're getting these in a lot of different colors. They are made in cotton, not linen, by Baba Designs. Whoops, I'm out of frame again. And they're less expensive. They're $55, but they sit and feel exactly like the Huxley tank. And they're not quite as loose under the underarm, so you don't see as much bra. We actually prefer the cut. And the sizing is the same. Pardon?
Are you still getting cut off?
No, not as much. There was something at the top of the screen before and it's gone.
So I had a little thing that said Savannah on the top left screen. And so Sabina said maybe cutting off part of your image. So I just got rid of that.
That's perfect.
And Jordy was wondering if we could see partridge jasper next to khaki from Blue Sky.
Yeah, I can do that. Okay, so this one is Vits Now. We are getting some of that. This one is Orlea. We are not getting this one. It's kind of like a grade mint green or grade pistachio. This one we are also not getting. It is navy blue and it is called Nova. It's a lovely navy blue, but we're trying to get in, like colors we've never had before. This one's really pretty. It is called Moonlight. It's a deep charcoal gray. We're not getting it, but it's a great color. This one here we're not getting as well because we've had similar colors before. It's called Loon. It's a gorgeous neutral. Might have a bit of pink in it. And then we have black and we have cream. And that's it. And which, can you just pull the three she wants to see and I'll grab. And which pair of Blue Sky?
Khaki.
The khaki? So this is the Blue Sky olive. It's showing up pretty true.
It is actually.
Center right there. Okay. This is partridge over top of it.
Yay. Sabina said you fixed a mirror. It's full screen now.
Awesome.
Okay, that's good to know. Thank you for letting me know.
Okay, right here. That is partridge. So that you can see partridge is much more of a brown. I think in India they call this one a military green.
Yeah,
actually.
It would be. It's like it is military green.
And then this is jasper.
So jasper is close to the khaki, is closest to the Blue Sky.
It is, but it's a different shade. It's lighter.
It's
Same
lighter.
Tone, but lighter.
Yeah.
This is a different shade.
It looks
partridge,
like it has more of a white base.
Jasper.
Sorry.
Partridge.
Through my yawn.
Jasper.
The battle scars.
Partridge.
That was a Twilight joke for Jasper. Which is also, like, I'm so sorry we somehow end up back here again.
Oh, no.
But it's just so crazy that in writing a book where you could choose everything, you said, we're going to make one of the vampires Southern, who fought in the Civil War for the Confederacy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Battle scars. Jordy says, I also can't get ginger snap out of my head, even though I've chosen my colors, but still, I know I do really like ginger.
Everybody likes ginger snap is a tricky one. Like you can see it's kind of ochre, but when you hold it next to ochre, it looks brown. And the other thing is it's slightly muted. So it's not even a true ochre, it's a slightly washed out ochre.
Could you hold this beside the light brown asymmetrical tunic?
Oh.
I think the tunic is warm tone, but I don't know if they match or not.
Very similar. You could wear them together.
Wait, so then what's the difference between that and Iberus?
Oh, Iberus is purple.
Purple.
Iberus is definitely purple.
Okay.
So this you could wear together. This one's a little more tan. This is a little bit more brown. Thank you.
Other way.
Oh, other way.
Thank you.
That way. So you can see the difference there.
Yes, I need browns that are lighter than Blue Sky's coffee. Yeah.
They're all beautiful.
Elk, am I right?
I don't even know how many I'm getting this time because the colors are so beautiful. I feel like I have to get both roan and alder.
And then give them both to me.
And I think I'm going to get the cream because I've just newly discovered how important cream is.
Jordy says, I love the coffee, but it's so dark. I need some mid-tone browns.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's the best mid-tone brown there? I don't think it's ginger snap.
I don't think it's ginger snap. I think it's
Loon.
I think it's Loon. I was really looking at Loon. It's really nice.
It's almost it's a sand. It's a darker sand.
I don't know if it's a sand. It's rosy
with rosy undertones. Yeah. Okay, let me see if I can get through the rest of these. I honestly did not think I was going to enjoy this collection, but kudos to Shefali Because you have to imagine that she has all of these silks in front of her, and she has to look at them and go, I see Savannah. Now I see blank, which is the exciting thing we're doing next week. And then I see this other exciting thing that I can't tell you. And then I see abstracts. And then I see dark spring. And it is a testament to her creative mind that she's able to come up with that stuff.
Don't worry, Jordy. We can answer these questions right now. Is loon close to owl?
Yes. Loon and owl are very similar. They're just the same tone, but slightly darker and lighter. Any other questions?
No, and I'm out of stories to tell.
Oh.
It was, guys, go to your local parks. It was really nice people watching, and there was little kids, and they're all running around, and like they're all doing the same thing, but they think they're doing their own thing. Mm-hmm. And then like I saw this one kid unfortunately got hit in the face with a softball.
No,
but it was kind of really funny
but it was hilarious
because it was just one boy and the rest were girls. And like he was like, oh, like I wasn't looking, blah, blah, blah. And like none of the girls really felt bad. I could tell they were like, oh no, like
sucks to be you.
It's okay.
Sucks to be
It'll
you,
be
boy.
fine. It'll be okay. And then like later he was like, guys, I don't know. I think I'm done. And one of the girls who was like the older girl out of all of them was like, yeah, I get it. Like you're just really upset that you're not getting a lot of sympathy for this. He's like, I'm not getting any sympathy for this.
That they had such great emotional communication skills.
Wow. She was probably like, they were around like 8, 9, 10. Like there was different ages. But she was like, I know you're upset because you got hurt and there wasn't a lot of sympathy expressed about it. He's like, no one cared! And blah, 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 blah. And I wasn't ready and you threw the ball. And I'm like, and that's why you don't play games in aviators. Because I thought you were looking. I thought you were ready.
Sunglasses?
He was wearing sunglasses and he was staring right at the girl. And then they threw the softball and it hit him right in the face.
I just need to go back to the emotional intelligence of that young girl where she was able to put herself in his position and show empathy, but still maintain her boundaries.
And see, that's very good for you. But for me, I said, you poor woman. This is just the beginning of a very long life of you being like, listen, guy, we're playing a game. I'm sorry not everyone cares what you're going through. Let's just move it along, okay?
Yeah, I can see that too.
Like 5 minutes later, she said, well, my dad's here, gotta go. And then he said,
you guys are missing out on Mira's facial expression. She goes, okay, gotta go.
But
this is beautiful too, and so soft and available.
Oh, I love that one. And there's sequins.
There's your zebra.
There's my zebra.
There's your zebra.
Corey says that's stunning. Joy said the necklace pairings today are all just perfection.
They are.
Oh my god, but that one with the cat necklace.
Oh, the yellow cat necklace? Where is she? Oh yeah.
I did that mannequin today.
I wore a cat necklace the other day, and the chef at Piccolo said, I love your necklace.
You should just give him a free one.
He actually lets me eat the leftover truffle chips that he has in the little plate.
That's so nice of him.
Yeah, because I always get there right before they close, and I'm like, oh, these truffle chips are so good. And he goes, we're about to close. We would throw those out. You can have them. And I'm like, oh, I can have something that's almost garbage. You're so sweet.
Your scraps for me. Jordy says, oh, I do have another question. Ginger snap compared to the antique gold Ziska cord.
Oh,
that's a good question.
Look at you.
I think the Ziska cord might be.
Oh, it's this one.
More mirror. Oh,
it's really close.
Very on the nose with that one.
Yes.
That was crazy.
Super, super close. This is a little more gold. This is a little more brown. But really, really close.
Michelle says, that's such a fantastic poncho. Jordy says, oh my God, Mira, genius. Crazy part is I say so many things that I don't even know what that was in reference to. But you're right. You're right. I am a genius. I just be talking. I'm like Mindy Kaling's character in The Office. She's like, yeah, sometimes I'm just talking all the time, so I've learned to tune myself out. So I don't even know what I'm saying.
Oh my gosh. I am so ambivalent about Mindy Kaling.
I'm mostly annoyed. Like I said, girl, you have one job. We're doing the same thing. Oh, it was about the cat necklace.
Oh, okay, right, brilliant.
And then Lisa, I think I have a poncho in that zebra. And Lorena,
Lorena.
Lorena. This is like Reshma and Rumsha all over again. I always mix them up, and I'm so sorry because names are such a big thing for me. I hate messing up names. Lorena. How did I do it again?
I don't know.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Lorena.
How are we going to get you to remember that?
I don't know. It took me so long for Reshma. And it's just because
what rhymes with Lorena?
Just a squeak.
Mira is so upset, Lorena. She's literally got her hands on her head like this. Like she's trying to force her brain to retain this.
Like I am.
She's literally over.
I hate getting names wrong so much because I'm like, that's your name. And like so many people are like, yeah, that's okay. And I'm like, it's not okay. That's your name.
It's your name.
It's literally what you go by. Just wondering if you could show the purses.
I totally can. I can show them with this. Lorena.
No, because she said Larina.
It's Lorena?
Larina.
We've all been saying your name wrong.
Oh my God. I'm glad I'm not alone, but I also feel bad.
Lorena. That's beautiful.
I love that.
It's like Serena.
There it is.
Lorena.
We're
going to get that right every time.
And now it's going to be right every time. Thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate that you took the time to help make sure that we knew your name, because I know that as a Mira who gets Myra all her life, I know that can be rough.
As a Priya who gets Priva.
Priva's so rough.
There's no V in my name.
There's actually no V in my name. Your Honor.
This one is my absolute favorite, so I'm really glad you asked me to show the purses. This one is an orange distressed leather. It has
so does my husband.
Get his name.
Get your name wrong or care a lot about names? Because, it could be either. But Corey says, nice vest. And Jordy says, Larina, look at us go, dancing at the arena in Verbena.
Oh, okay. Yes, I could totally see that. All right, so let me tell you about this bag. Bottom, leather. This, distressed orange
leather. This one's
leather.
really interesting.
This one has fur
on the
inside. So that is the softest fur you'll ever feel. It's going to make your day. It honestly couldn't be any softer. And it is, I think, muskrat. We'd have to look it up.
Oh, probably muskrat's so soft.
Yeah. It says in the description online what it is. So this fur stops here.
If you give me the name, I can check for you.
Yes, please. It is tumbleweed.
Classic.
And that's what it looks like. This is what it looks like on the back. And it is extremely soft and beautiful. I do love a pop of orange, especially with neutrals. Like
muskrat.
It's muskrat, right?
Yeah.
What did I say?
Muskrat.
Perfect. Okay. So yeah, look how great this looks together. It's the cream pants.
Yeah.
Wow. Who'da thunk?
Corey says, I get Connie, Carrie, Cody. One of our favorite things that makes us laugh, my sisters and I laugh all the time, is my Dadima.
Grandmother.
Her name is Chint. And one time she was saying...
So you have to imagine a very frail and elderly Indian woman.
She says, and she also has a bit of the accent, so it just makes everything a little more sassy. It's beautiful.
It does sound more sassy.
It does. So she's like, I hate when people get my name wrong.
Her name is Chint.
And she's like one time I answered the phone and they go, hello, Clint? And I go, hello, there's no L. And then she goes inside and Hannah and Nisha start cackling.
Yeah.
And the window's open. So from the window she walks and she just goes, I can hear you.
She is a character.
We go, hello, there's no
L. It's hilarious. With her Indian accent.
It's so good.
Okay, here's another one with muskrat in the flap.
And it's green.
And it's different. It's chartreuses. And this is camel colored. And the back, it's all painted as well. Leather's really soft and pliable. Leather on the bottom again. The strap is kind of like a golden orange, a pale marigold.
Yeah. I'll move over this way a little bit. So no. Yeah. I love the bottom of the bag. The colors together are so nice, like the green, the marigold, and the brown.
I didn't realize it had chartreuse. Now I'm
you'll never see that bag again. And now it's off.
It's actually not chartreuse. It's egg fruit.
No, it's not. It's green. Egg fruit is golden yellow.
Is there an egg fruit here anywhere?
It doesn't even matter because it's not real.
Where I put it here.
Lisa Lavelle said that I get Leah, Elsa, and Liza. And Sabina says I get Sabrina.
Oh, so close and yet so wrong.
Yeah, I get Myra. I get Myra a lot. But then,
which is funny because your name is not even super Indian. Like that's a name in a lot of cultures.
Yeah. And also,
guys, I'm so glad you asked me to feel these.
One time, I got really thrown off because I didn't know what to do actually, because it was actually when I was getting my ADHD testing, and she read that my name was Mira, and she said to me, she said it with an Indian accent, even though she was a white woman.
Mira?
And she'd go, okay, Mira. And so I was really frozen in my actions because I'm like, technically that's not my name, so I should correct you. But technically you're more right than I am. So maybe I am Mira. So I just let it slide.
This one is actually not made of leather. It's important to note that this is made out of some sort of it's like a faux leather.
This one's my favorite.
Yes, it's all embroidered. It's got a chartreuse kind of slightly foiled button. The bottom is also made out of that same, it has a name, this faux leather stuff.
Oh, it's not suede. It's the other
micro
one.
Something.
I know what you mean.
Microfiber.
I have your bags in it.
Yeah, and then I think it's microfiber because it's got like this same polar microfiber thing on the back. Cute though. This one is less expensive than the leather ones too.
And it's beautiful. It's my favorite.
And very lightweight.
So pretty.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Okay, is there anything else anybody wants to see? What time is it?
I was just going to say you got 5 minutes.
5 minutes! That's not a lot of time. We'll have to move fast. So I changed the imaging for this vest, which I hope you guys can see, because I realized how bad it was online.
Clock parts?
Which one?
Clock parts?
Oh, yeah, that's a great question.
It is. We named it clockwork because it has a clock
It actually looks like clock parts, but it's not. It has a pattern that very closely resembles a clock, but it's just a pattern.
Gobsmacked.
See? Like there's no hands in it. Those aren't really numbers, but it definitely has the feel of a clock.
So we have 3 minutes left.
Okay.
In 3 minutes.
Uh-oh.
Can you give a sneak peek word
to tell them about next week?
That doesn't give it away. A sneaky peeky. Oh, and also Larina. Nailed it. Took me a second, but I had to make. Would like to see the maxi dress that's on the.
Oh, that sounds like
the
fun.
thing. If you want to bring the mannequin closer.
Yes, I'm gonna just make sure. I'm gonna quickly show these, and I will also get to the maxi dress because I know there are people who are waiting to see these.
And Lisa's
this is a new one, and it has French knots all over it.
So beautiful.
It's unbelievable. This fabric is unbelievable. This is one of the ones that Shefali pulled. It's like to be one of her marketing pieces.
Lisa is wondering if it is made of a vest, what other garments are made from the same sari?
If it's a vest, there is generally a boxy baby doll and a boxy top. Generally. Ooh,
I love
look at
one.
that
it's so
one.
Pretty.
Wow.
Ooh, and this next one has actually, I'm pretty sure it's already been released. And
this has already been released too.
That one's been released?
That's been released.
There's no way.
Yeah. I think so.
That's spectacular.
I know. How is this not sold?
I think we have one really similar to it.
Look at that work on the bottom.
Like, I think we have one where it's just the pink part and not with the cream.
Unbelievable. This
It's
one's
stunning. But the side tie that you're about to show. Ooh.
We may have to go over a bit because don't you want to know if this one's going to match alder?
Yeah, Jordy just said it's released. Can you try it on?
Yeah, I will. I can. Then maybe what I'll do is the maxi dress next because I don't want to keep Lorena waiting.
It's so beautiful.
It's so beautiful. Love the diagonal.
It's like a rose gold sequins. So it's rainbow, but it has such a warmth to it. Can you let me know the PRC? Because I want to know if it's actually released or not.
PRC 8300. I don't remember doing any media on it, which makes me think that it has been released. So this is alder.
It is. It's available right now. PRC 8300 Avatar Pure Silk Midi Length Caftan.
So this one is alder, and I would say this is a little bit more red and this is a little bit more purple, but really close. And this is roan, which again, this is more red and this is more purple. I don't know. Which one would you put with it? I'm thinking darker.
I'm thinking darker too. I think it grounds it nicely.
That's what I think too, is as long as it's the same tone and then it grounds it right down.
And Jordy says, and the black ribbon at the bottom popping against the cream pants.
Mm-hmm.
Lorena says, take your time.
Oh, thank you so much, Lorena. Woo, thank you for letting me try this on.
No, it's so nice.
So much
fun. The way
fun.
the light catches it, it's just incredible.
Yeah, this is a special sari. Okay, let's do that maxi dress next. And then we'll get through the rest of these. This is a great collection. Shefali, if you are, we already did this one, right? The purple?
Yes.
We did. And we did the orange one.
I know that she was tuned in earlier, but I do believe she has
moved on with her evening.
Yes.
As she should.
She's actually going to, there's an event at Farside.
Okay, I think it's going to have to come off of here because our lady friend is too tall.
Can you shorten her?
It's okay, I'll just take it off.
Okay. Jordy says they are different, but they definitely both work with it regarding the two colored pants.
It's going to be really hard to pick.
It really is. I think I'm more of a darker. The darker one really grabs me. I think if I get a cow's butt, it will be that.
And I have a feeling that's one of those colors that if it gets away, you'll regret it.
Cool. Yeah, because we used to have the raspberry Metamaid. And
I regret the raspberry Metamaid?
I regret her with my whole heart. And then sometimes I'll see Nisha and I'll say, turn around, change.
Nisha got the raspberry Metamaid?
Nisha's, I'm pretty sure she got a raspberry Metamaid jumpsuit.
Wow.
Literally the best of the best.
So what you're seeing here, it's almost like cracked glass.
Yeah, that's a really good way to describe it.
But it's also got pattern on pattern. So there's black over top of it. And then
I think it might be blue.
Yes, it is. It's blue. There's blue, like a kind of light olive, almost like a viscosha. So somewhere between a beige and an olive. And then this is a darker olive, like a military green.
Oh, over an inch there. Oh, too much. Perfect.
Okay, military green. And then this in here is a brown leaning towards purple. So I'm going to call it a deep eggplant. And then this is navy blue. Yep, that's navy blue. And that's what she looks like.
Jordy said, oh, could you show the roan and alder with the blue sky burgundy? Are they similar or very different? Do we still have blue sky burgundy?
I don't know if we do. We have one pair.
Lucky.
Because Blue Sky has gotten, they're not selling everything in their burgundy anymore.
Mm-hmm. So it's almost exactly.
Yeah, it is almost exactly roan, only this is slightly more purple and this is slightly more red.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a significant difference between those two.
Yeah.
It looks really, really
like
close.
A real pink when you put it next to the burgundy.
That's really good to know, eh? So if you liked burgundy from Blue Sky, you'll like roan.
Oh man, guys, I think I'm gonna get roan.
It's tough.
Crying.
But the thing is, like, I know I have a lot of Caspa pants, but I also wear them all.
Well, that's how I feel about my Toshis.
Yeah.
Is I have so many, and yet they're all in the wash right now because I've worn all of them.
Yeah, me too. And they are very easy to wash. The other day, if you come here during like between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m., next door there's a little sandwich bar called Piccolo. He's the guy who gave me the free truffle chips.
Their chicken parmesan sandwich is really
They said it's their
good.
best seller.
It would be.
Yeah.
It was so good. And it was so big. I had half of it for lunch, and then I had half of it for dinner.
So they had a pulled burrata sandwich with pesto.
And you can ask for it toasted.
And I got it panini pressed. And it also had blistered tomatoes in it. And it was delicious, but silly me thinking that I could eat it sitting down. And I ended up having little tomato and drippy stuff all over my pants and my top. And I washed them in the sink with Dawn because I read the Swap and Sell, and all of you swear by Dawn. So I used Dawn, washed it, and it was gone. Like it was oily and it was pasty because of all the stuff I dropped, and it all came out and dried in no time at all. So if you do get the linen pants, it's really easy to wash them. That was my in conclusion.
Jordy says that's great because they seem to be phasing out the burgundy, or at least they haven't released anything in a while.
Yeah, they haven't. And we really wanted the Joanna jumpsuit in burgundy.
Oh, I wanted it so bad.
Everybody wanted it. This one, I think, is available now.
It is. That was one that I was raving about because it is such a cool one, and it's like a Monday Tuesday, but in such a cool way.
So Roan is going to match everything.
Oh,
Yeah. Roan is definitely one to watch. Now, this back color, what do you think it is? Partridge?
I don't think it's partridge. I think it is gingerbread.
It could be gingerbread.
And I think, I don't know.
It is gingerbread.
The ochres is hard to place. It's a real in-between color for that brown. What was the one that you had?
Yarra?
No, brown.
Oh, nutmeg, pine cone.
Pine cone.
Yeah, it will definitely match pine cone. Ooh, so sparkly and pretty. And all hand sewn, you can tell. Okay, this is one of the new ones as well. I love this one so much.
Yeah, this one's really cool.
And maybe Ginger Snap is the one.
I think ginger snappies are really nice because we have a lot of that bold yellow. This is a nice muted yellow.
It's a very
muted.
muted.
It falls right in between that khaki color too.
It's almost that cardboard color that we keep talking about.
Yeah. I do think gingerbread should have a place in sariKNOTsari. Because I do think
kind of wish that we had ordered it.
Because it would actually go with this entire collection.
So maybe we'll catch some on the second shipment too.
Yeah.
Because we've placed our first order. This one is extremely soft. It almost feels like a satin. It has an emerald green in it and a multi-tonal red that's almost like a watermelon. The background is an ochre and it also has black in it. I would think, oh, wait, and there's blue.
Yeah.
So there's blue and green right there.
All the primary colors.
Yeah, beautiful piece. Beautiful pattern.
Jordy says, ooh, Ginger Snap, we are kicking butt.
Ginger Snap is kicking butt. Ooh, I think this is a match set. So we have a side slit top. And I like that the side slit top is plain. Like, so it really doesn't look like, sometimes when you pair them together, it can look like a bit much.
And Jordy says that the last vest was like a butterfly wing. It was.
It was, actually.
And it's wabi.
No. That's beautiful. Okay, so this is it with Ginger Snap.
Yeah.
It works, right?
Yeah.
Maybe Ginger Snap's going to be, for me, the one that got away. And this is it with Roan. So not the same color, but so darn close. This is a little bit more orangey. This is a little more purpley. Is that rain? No, it's a fire truck. So Mira wanted me to show you these pants as well.
Yes. This is the red striped Tashi pants.
They're really quite sweet. Actually, I think I prefer the red, like the versatility of the red, even better than the black ones.
Yeah, I did the black because I thought it'd be really nice as like a classy skirt.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, but there's something so much fun.
I do really like the red.
It
reminds me of Dadu.
It does look like striped pajamas. Or like
that,
a plaid shirt.
Yeah, it's like the older, darker Indian patterns. You know,
It does feel like an Indian textile.
and like
with
you
the
know, like
stripe.
the red bracelets.
Oh, for Raksha Bandhan.
Yeah, like it reminds me of like, I don't know, some of the traditional.
You know what's so funny is I had no idea you had that much Indian in you. You keep making reference to things that are Indian, and I'm like, where'd she pick that up?
How's she know that?
How's she know that? Yeah, love this with it. And then here is the waterfall top that also works really beautifully with this. And I think the only one I didn't show you guys that I probably should have was this color here.
Ooh, yeah.
Right?
Ooh, yeah.
Look at that together.
Ooh, or the mixed matched fabric caftan that we did.
Oh, yes.
Keep going. Keep going, right there.
This one doesn't really have orange in it, though. No.
But it pulls from the browns, and so it's the darker piece.
I like it, but the matchy in me is not happy.
That is fair.
Yeah.
And I guess I can accept that.
Too flavorful?
Too flavorful.
I didn't show this one. That kind of works.
Mm-hmm. And so we only showed 3 colors, but we have a light rainbow, a dark rainbow, a green, a blue, a red, an orange.
Yeah, and we just haven't taken pictures and put them online except for these 3.
And I'm going to try and get those done tomorrow.
Oh, and I don't think I showed this one. Oh, I didn't show a couple of these. Something happened here. Okay, this is a bolero. Ooh, pretty. Very sparkly.
Jory says paired with the self pocket dress, maybe?
Maybe. Let me grab that one. Nice geometrics here. And then this is lovely. I feel like I did show this one.
I think so.
Yeah. And then this one with the embroidery is crazy.
Ooh, I love this one so much. I saw it on the other day and I was like, that's insane.
And how much you want to bet it's going to be a perfect match with Ginger Snap?
Lisa says, this was so fun, ladies. Time for bed. See you Sunday.
Hope we're not going live Sunday, but thank you for reminding me that Sunday is the big day at 8 p.m. It's really close. I'm going to say Ginger Snap is pretty close. Thank you all so much for joining us. This was a lot of fun. We appreciate that you are sharing your Friday nights with us. We love to do this. If you have any questions about anything you saw today, reach out. We love to answer your questions. We love to be part of this community. And I think we are obsessively helpful. Yeah, we are. We suffer from being very helpful. So hope you have a great weekend, everybody. Enjoy your weekend. And please don't forget about Sunday at 8 p.m. when about 18 of these pieces are going to be released, but all the rest of them already have been. Have a great night, everyone.
Bye. Bye.